I will look at that later. We definitely need to set things up. I guess I didn't set things up as fast as I thought I wanted it to, so alright. Okay, we should be streaming live. And yeah. So just gotta make sure that everything is up and going. Let me just make this invisible just so I can check that we are live. Yes, we are live. You gotta ensure that, but I also can't showcase anything. Hello. Okay. We should be good to pretty much. Alright, just gotta make sure that all set up are going. So I just ended up like, yeah. But it's good to know that I'm on live, that I'm live on YouTube. I'm also live on Twitch too as well. So yeah. Hi everybody, this is CVGS. I'm the captain here, and welcome to the Vanguard Tuesday. Alright, so today's stream, we're about, like, we have music playing over because otherwise it's gonna be a copyright nightmare for the most part. Just a few seconds away from the stream going live or so. But yes, today's live stream, we're gonna be looking at Varga supports, and it's also the kickoff of the WGP Deluxe Season 1 for 2025 too as well. I think we came off a weekend of the Vanguard Deluxe Championship. So we definitely would see like probably some good results from there as well for the big event. And yeah, we also have a guest also, which is Yuda's voice actor. If I remember correctly, is Watase Yukari, I think. Can't remember so, but yeah, should be guesting here. So, but more importantly, we'll be looking at Varga. We'll be looking at a generic card for Dragon Empire that's in there too as well. So some good things that we are looking forward to. There you go. Live streaming is live. Alright, so yeah, we should be up and going anytime soon. So she's cute, yes. I don't know if you're referring to I don't know if you're referring to Yuna or you're referring to the voice actress. They both are, so we'll see where things are. We'll see where things go. So I'm interested in seeing where Varga is going. I'm also interested in what you call it? I'm also interested in seeing whether if there is a lot going on there. We saw one card, and one card was displayed in the episode previously, and whatever other support cards there might be also, and also the generic too as well. Makes me wonder if the generic card also is going to be for all nations, or all nations will have something similar in nature. But usually is the case, although not entirely cut and copy. But I'm certain that a lot of people now have their sights set for April, where set 8 comes out. So I'll be glad to see what it is that we can actually get out of this. So yeah, subsequent reviews going forward. So it's going to be very interesting to see. We also will have our what is cooking section later. Let me just off the music. Live stream has begun. Yep. So time is working to us out. So yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, what you call it? I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can catch back what I was saying so while the ad goes through. Yeah, we have our what is cooking segment later on. Our what is cooking segment, we're gonna be again every week on the live stream after the live stream starts. So we're gonna take a look at some of the deck builds that our members on Discord has actually put up. So I give a deck prompt, and we're just gonna look at some weird builds or so, and I'm gonna be visiting something old or so. It's something that we haven't seen and deserves a little bit more of a light or so, and I'll kind of shine a light on that. So, which will be that we'll be looking at some of the V premium builds or so, and I asked for like some janky builds or so. So we'll see how we go. Hello Inichi. So yeah. So all in all, so we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a fun time. Also, it's not so bad right now. In fact, it's almost completely healed. No more pain anymore, and so no more me running dry, and I got a ton of water on standby ready to go. So yeah, we should be well hydrated for what's to come. So yeah, so join in, settle in. It'll be a while before we get our card information. But yeah, we also have quite a bit to to see and look forward to. So it may not be a very lengthy stream today. So yeah, we'll see how things are. And of course, the anime episode, so we'll talk about it more when the anime episode section comes out. It's a really fun episode. It's a really fun episode. Wasn't expecting Varga to win, but considering the how the story is dictated as well, and because it's early on also, so it's kind of like, you know, it can be either or from there. Amota could win, Erika could win, but then, you know, Nao can also win also. We know that she was using Rakshasa, and I like her reasoning also. The card didn't disappear, so why not use it? After all, it is quite strong, so which is true. Varga was better because of Rakshasa, so yeah. Why not use it? She's right. Beyond that, what else? Beyond that also, what else also? They got through the first rounds, and it looks like we might be seeing Taizo fight against Michiru. So we probably will see some support cards for Ignis, so that's in set 8. Which is quite interesting also, because I am looking forward to seeing what more I could do with Ignis. After, you know, since where it last left off also, because it's been a while since it's been left off. So it'll be good to see how it goes from there. So, alright, and I see Dede's here, so and I apologize for the lack of streams last week. If I didn't take the week off, so then I will just not be able to get started on certain things and find the pace on things. I intend to go back to Dede's because I have some decks that I kind of want to play and build. One of them is the Gifagira Brangate one using the 3 mates. I really want to explore that idea. Because I could also, so yeah, so you can expect me to actually come on and stream some days. I'll try to do it tomorrow. If not, I'll do it on Thursday or so. Yeah, I like to dedicate Thursdays to like stream days or so, and Wednesdays whenever I can come on to as well. Monster Hunter Wilds is like next week, so expect me to be live as I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds or so. And whenever I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds, so whether it's late in the night from like midnight all the way to however AM, and you know the other way too as well. So yeah. Okay. So she's covering for our dear Nishio Yuka. Sorry, I was like trying to, I was like no, it's not Nao. It's Nao's voice actress. It's not Yuki's voice actor. Ichinoji Yuki's voice actor. I guess that's not her name. It is Nishio Yuka. So yeah, fortunately she's not around, and so yeah, we have Yuna's voice actor here. So, and she's wearing a cat hat, so similar to what Yuna is wearing, which is lovely to see. Sorry, I didn't notice that the live stream audio wasn't off. So yeah, you guys should be able to hear that, no problem at all. So yeah.
とんでも失言をして。懐かしい、そんなあったわ。うわ、びっくりした今。それ以来ですね。ああ、そっか、よかった。よかった。そう、僕は健在です。健在、よかったです。よかったです。すごい髪型をしちゃって。急にね。でもね、今日渡さんに来ていただいてるんですけれども、ちょっとコメントでもね、たくさん流れておりますけれども、渡さん、本日。お誕生日でございますよね。
お
めでとうございます。
I hear birthday?
ということで、誕生日といえばこれじゃないですか。ということで、ハッピーバースデー。
Wow! Oh, celebrating her birthday. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. Oh, what kind of cake is that? Is it a cheesecake?
リサーチを重ねたんじゃないですか。うわ、すげえ。渡瀬ゆずき書いてる。いや。
渡瀬ゆずき。There we go.
おめでとうございます。嬉しい。なんか、ありがとうございます。なんか、本当今日って西尾さんが不在で、そのバッター中華のスケット。すごいなんか業界な。スケットみたいな感じで来させていただいて、ケーキいただけると思わなかった。いや。いいんですか、そんな、なんかもらいに来ちゃったみたいな。誕生日だし。
Alright.
行っちゃおうかなみたいな感じ。そんなわけないじゃないですか。嬉しい、ありがとうございます。
Alright, so just making sure that the thing is working, so you can see the YouTube chat whenever it comes on. So yeah. I couldn't put in the keys that I wanted to put in, so because I got some extra keys here, so. But I should look into like see if I can get them like key bound to as well.
ゆったり進められるぐらいのね情報量ではないんですけど。
そうなんですよ。なんか結構みちみちっぽいですよね。
すごいんです。
はい
そうなんです。じゃあちょっとトピックスだけ先に見ちゃいますか。はい、ということで今日の終盤トピックスでございます。まずはイベント情報、WGP デラックスの景品情報や地方カップ、大バンガー祭の
So we're going to the event information as well. So WGP Deluxe, Varga Sai essentially, which is the last weekend, which is the WGP Deluxe Championship 2024 going off. And yes, also later on also we're getting the reviews for Varga as mentioned, as well as the generic Dragon Empire card that's coming in set 8. So lots to see, lots to look forward to. I'm also looking forward to Festival Collection also. For that unique card, they can only play one copy of in the deck.
ゴージャスな感じの。そうなんですよ。いいね。ケーキだけにバターって。うまいこと言ってる。素晴らしい。上には上がいますね。ちょっといいな。さすが。みんな。
I'm very focused on the cake. More generics A, yes. If it's Dragon Empire generic, so I'm guessing that it's not a skill that is across the board. Like just one skill is like common across the all nations, and then the secondary skill is a bit more in tune to like what the nation does also. Like say look into soul, or maybe lyrical will be like will be like when the rear guards leave the field, or when they're called the rear guards, and that kind of thing. So catapult, catapult. What do you mean by catapult? So yeah. Alright, they've cut the cake basically. It looks like a sponge cake. Interesting.
どうしようこれ順番どうしようスタンドアップヴァンガードが先がいいかしてから飲みますかもうみんな準備してるかな
It seems my sound alerts are a little broken, so oh no, there it is. It does show up. Stand up, Vanguard. Cheesecake? No, it doesn't look like a cheesecake. So it looks like a sponge cake. To me, it looks like it's a sponge cake. Not sure where the sound alert is also, but then again, my sound alert box also has been MIA for quite some time. So yeah. I see interact button here, so Japanese cheesecake also. Let's see. Oh, there's a spritz of honey on it. That looks like honey. Different from other cheesecake. Wow, that's interesting as well. Japanese style cheesecake. Okay. She is inspecting it very, very closely. Gotta check that crumb. Itadakimasu. No, I never had Japanese cheesecake. I've only ever eaten like New York style cheesecake. So yeah. And I do like New York style cheesecake. To your cafe.
人の誕生日っていいな。ちょっとなんかもうずっと食べてるだけがいい。ということでじゃあお知らせいきます。食べながらやりますね。はい、じゃあまずお知らせこちらからどうぞ。
All right. TCG strategy presentation. It's coming up in next month. So about four weeks away now. So yeah, we'll get to see what we'll get to see like the product releases. But look at the number of card games underneath Bushiroad now. So it used to be like the 5. Now what we have here, Wise Watch Blau, or MC is Nisha Yuka still. Alright, but look at that. So I think there was like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 11 card games or so. And some of them are like Wise Watch something. I just saw Wise Watch Rose. Can't believe I see Godzilla card game also. Yeah, it's true. That is true. So like expanding card game also is just like the card games is just expanding with so many games also, and a lot of them are under like certain companies as well. So. Or maybe it's just Bushu. I don't know. It's like Bushu and Bandai are like fighting for like the most card games under a single company. So yeah. Anyways, this is a new chapter for Youth Quick actually. That is being printed in the Kuroru. I believe it is comic. So yeah. Guroru. Yeah. So. Trying to pronounce it. So yeah, and Korokoro Comic is actually producing the Skyrider comic essentially. So yeah, and we know that next month we are getting 2 Skyrider decks, one for Stokia, which involves the dragon with the 4 seasons, as well as Skyrider, which I think is Varga. So structure decks coming out in the end of March for Japanese also. A break month also for us to all save up for set 8. Especially since I know that my Dragon Empire one also, it's going to be expensive. Sorry, not Dragon Empire. My Dark Sails one is going to be expensive as hell. Not to mention also that I also have to go out of my way to go and pick up cards for Wilbur 2 as well. Because why not? I mean, Dear Days, I've got Favnil, I've got Grand Grace. I might as well just finish the job with Wilbur, since I do have a Dragon Empire deck, so might as well. So yeah, I built Tamayura, so because of that, the opportunity is there for me to do that. So yeah, built my Altisaria, but haven't sorted my case yet. So I think this is a good time to get that started. So if you haven't done so, man, because getting the case sorted, I know how long it's gonna take. So whatever noise that you have, which also includes this live stream too as well as noise, absolutely 100%. So get into it. So Akina energy cards as well as Akina playmat available as a random prize, available as entry and random prize respectively. So yeah, this is in support for set 8 when it comes out also in April. So yeah, I would, but I'm not at home at the moment so. Oh. Well, sorry, I can't help you also. I'm out on the weekends, so. I want that playmat, so yeah. Any of us also that's outside Japan will want the playmat too, so. So event support for the shops also, you can get yourself the shop support also will have the Suzune Rokuin Suzune. I'll try to get the name also. Rokuin Suzune playmat there, so yeah. Like her green color scheme also, but it says Lyrical Monastery with the crest over there also. Quite interesting. Gotta wait till Saturday. So yeah. So yeah, I already got my set 7 stuff, so it's, let me just grab it. I got my. So after report for the WGP Deluxe Championship 2024, the World Championship also. All right. Now you can see different fight there on one knee, just posing with all the champions basically. I think that might be all the players also. So yeah, including the champions, which you can see at the bottom there. So yeah, Indo player there as well. Yeah, because it's World Championship, so it also includes all the regions too as well. So it also includes WGP in Singapore, WGP Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines as well. What other countries? Not sure if Thailand has one, so I can't recall. But it covers around the ASEAN region also, which if you top also, then you will be able to participate in WGP championships. So yeah. So yeah, he is one of the good players here. So I see. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, my set 8 stuff here. So I got my Unica there as well. So I'll put it to the next. So as soon as I'm readily available to do so, I'm not readily available at the moment right now. So yeah. But at least getting my hands on Vanguard cards, so it's quite nice, especially since this one was not very expensive for me to pay for. within my means. So yeah, the next one's not gonna be within my means for sure, but we'll see how. But alright, so let's look at the championship, the top 3, their decks, and we got the Eva deck coming in here. So now Eva, I haven't seen Eva in a long time, so I know I know everything that it does, but I'm also kind of like a bit on the like what has been done, what has not been done, kind of situation also. And from what I'm looking at, so it seems that there's a lot of interesting new pieces in here. So plus some there is a promo card too as well. So which really brought Eva back up to the top side. So Indonesian player top 3. So yeah, Shadow Rider Indonesian. So yeah, it says Indonesia over there. So Persona Shield in Eva. So yes, this one does play with the Persona Shield in there. So which is an interesting choice because of the fact that it's a very like it's an extra defensive card in your hand. So it's very hard to not include it when you can include it as well. It's a really good generic card to put into place there. Yeah. All in all, it does use a bit of the monster research from there, but there are still research cards that is in play here. Plus the Blitz Order that came out in set, was it set 7? Yeah, I think it came out in set 7 too as well. It's also in place here. The Fire Regalis also as the Regalis piece in there. I forgot what the Fire Regalis does. I would definitely like to take a look at it once more. So I did skip set 6. I have to go out of my way to go and get set 6 stuff. So only using 2 new Evas. So you're right. You're only using the 2 new Evas. Oh wow! So Malaysian Lake, the runner up, the Malaysian. Basically it's a Basgara deck. So it's a Basgara Aksha deck. So and all things considered, so this is a very interesting build. Making use of the 2 copies of New Sword, 1 copy of the Shield, which the right line allows you to be able to fetch either or depending on what's missing, but you can easily fetch out the Shield. You're also coming in with the Axe and the Mace 2 as well, which I think adds a lot of utility to the buff deck, especially since it can be played thanks to Basgara actually having the original Basgara name. All in all, also I see everything that you would expect, so including the new stuff that's in there. So I think the card that's next to Basgara in the main deck, that one is the Persona Shielder in there too as well. Mamagara. So yeah, set 6 or so. So yeah, and here's the winner, Japanese. Yeah, so Japanese. So Rick. So yeah, and also running in with Basgara too as well. So interesting is so that Basgara has really come up as the as a top of deck. So playing in there with Shenbri 2 as well, very good card in any Dragon Empire deck. Super awesome. This one is playing with similarly, except that there's 2 shields in there. I guess searchability, viability, if an extra one, you can just toss it out, no problem as well. Which can play to some of the other support cards in there, which includes the Great 2 next to Shenri as well. Violot and Trick Boon, gotta make sure that they get out there quite easily, which from the looks of it, so it can do so. So yeah, it got very consistent post set 7 as well. Absolutely, it really got post set 7. It really got very consistent as well. So yeah, especially considering so you can arm twice turn 3 or so, which is I think is the point of it also, because the buff deck also being only active on turn 4 kind of hurt it also originally, but now being able to arm twice on turn 3 or so is what really helps the deck. You know, it doesn't matter if you go first or you go second or so, as long as you're gonna get your 2 arms now. So and it can be devastating, depends also, and you have your options to switch up to as well. Although it's not playing with the axe, it's playing more with the mace instead. I think that so that it's really just a toss up of preference from there, based on what you feel that you need more. But of course, both decks also have different builds in terms of like the number of unit cards that's on the field too as well. The type of unit cards that's on the field too as well. Shenri like really just helps to kind of like drain the deck, so it becomes less and less and more compressed and less stuff. So and really goes to show so just how much difference so between mainland Japan and the rest of ASEAN have so in terms of their thinking of what the deck building is. So yeah. So yeah, so amazing to see. So the WGP Deluxe also, and I was certain that for those of you that were able to watch the live stream, because they did live stream the games for WGP Deluxe over the weekend as well. So yeah, Destiny is that winning. So yeah, which is something that I thought that Base Ruger was gonna do also, but Basgara really, the dark horse of the whole entire like top boost, that kind of thing also. So yeah, seems like it was a fun weekend too as well. So based on what I saw on Twitter. Yes. So Watase is actually a guest for the first leg of the WGP, the Chipo Cup Deluxe. So yeah.
行くんですけれども、まあ例に漏れず今回もちょっと緊張してるんですけれども、そうなんですね。そうでも本当に来てくださるお客様皆さん温かすぎて、そうなんですよ。だから多分こんな緊張しなくていいんだろうなっていうのはもう分かってるんで、もうラフな気持ちで皆さんと楽しめるように頑張りますので、よろしくお願いいたします。楽しんできてください。はい。そしてそんな地方カップですが、本日景品情報が届いております。早速見ていきましょう。こちら。
Alright. So for the trios fight for Chipo Cup, so participation, you can get yourself a sleeve, a sleeve pack, as well as a the PR pack, the deluxe PR pack for 2025. Best 8 will walk away with the Seabolt Nao energy generator commemorative card. The top 4 will get. Is that like that's the second version of the Elementary Sanctitude, but the artwork looks so chibified. It looks so chibified. Yeah, supremely chibified. So it looks kind of weird. So, and of course, so the winner of the trios fight so will be able to participate in the Championship Deluxe 2025. So yeah. 欲しいね。はい、そしてこちらのスリーブのデザインは、各会場で異なるのですが、新潟会場と高崎会場のスリーブデザインは本日のアニメパートで後ほど公開いたしますので、アニメパート。お待ちください。So design is yeah, so yeah. こちらです。Okay, so 8-man tournaments. Participation is 1,000 yen to participate in it. So you get yourself the sleeve. And the winner will be able to walk you with a rubber playmat as well as the PR pack at the end also. So yeah, and I think at the bottom there is park praise set. So yeah. そして続きまして物販情報です。地方カップデラックス 3 gets and then you will be able to get you'll be able to get the pack play set. So 2025シーズン1では運命者の紋章、宿命者の紋章、こちらの2種類のスリーブが販売されます。Oh, okay. So so goods available. You can get yourself your hands on an alternative design for the Fated 1 and Destined 1 sleeves. They look very clean. I do like the white background. I've always appreciated like any sleeves that has like a white background on it, so because while easy to see whether if your outer sleeve is dirty, but at the same time also they look super clean. They look really clean. So yeah, Fatal 1 sleeves looks nice also because of how simple it is also. Destiny 1 also looks a bit blocky, but because it's sort of like the antithesis of the Fatal 1 also. So yeah, I don't mind it at all. So yeah. So check-in, so the check-in, so then yeah, part 2 Umesha and part 2 Sukimesha. So yeah, really nice. 地方優先枠で参加された大会参加者のみの購入で商品がなくならないよう、十分な数はご用意を予定しているとのことでございますが、すべての商品数に限りございますので、そちらだけあらかじめご承知おきください。よろしくお願いいたします。はい。それでは最後に
現在受付中の地方カップのお知らせです。こちら
Alright,
地方カッ
so
プデラックス2025シーズン1高崎会場の地方優先枠の応募締め切りが明日2月
Takasaki, I remember correctly. So yeah, in April, this will be. I think this is like post set 4, set 8 release. I think for the Triple Cup also. So this will be very interesting to see also. Just how quickly players will adapt to the new, to all the set 8 cards in there. So. Alright, so you happen to be in the area then in that time, so then yes, you can absolutely participate. So just be sure to sign up on the Bushi Navi app. So Nagoya Cup for WGP Deluxe is the kickoff of it, which is in this week. Oh wait, sorry, it's next month. Sorry, we're still in April. We're still in February, I mean. So yeah. Yep. So yeah. So all the different guests will be appearing on this 2-day event basically. So yeah. So Chihara will be there on the 15th, the Saturday. Sunday will be Watase Yuzuki. And of course, also on both days, also we get Mano Takumi as well as Osagawa Jin and Naksan as guests there. So yeah. I think there's a new picture of Osagawa Jin. I think. It's Raika's voice actor. I think I remember correctly. I think his last name was like Osawagara. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's Raika. Ogasawara, I think. Yeah, Ogasawara. New picture, so yeah, correct. The picture looks more like a red carpet picture, more so than it's like a company picture kind of it, so which you see with most of their talents that they usually take also. That looks like it's like from the red carpet also. In that also, or he's got a very shiny face, and that flash really picked it up. So. Alright.
楽しんで美味しいご飯食べて帰りましょう。はい、そしてゲストステージもございます。ステージの詳細後日公開しますのでお楽しみに。はい。続いては WGP デラックスの景品情報をお伝えしていきます。今回の
Yeah, based on the background also, he does look very it does look like it comes from like a red carpet event, that kind of thing. Press photo.
メインのシングルファイトで獲得できる景品のイラストでございます。こちら。WGP デラックスシングルファイトに新規書き下ろしのアキナくんのイラストを使用した。
So the new illustration for WGP Deluxe Season 1 and also for Varga Side 2025. So this is the illustration of Akina there. The man loves his overcoat. They really love to make Akina look very dapper. So yeah.
渡す側になってるやん。渡す側になってしまった。いいんですかみたいな。そうなんですか。そんなお手伝いもしてるんですか。人気が用意したのかなこの衣装も。何でも似合っちゃいますね。そうですよ。みんな足長いんだから。みんな足長いんだから。はい。まあじゃあこのねアキナを使ってどんな景品が登場するのか見ていきましょう。こちらです。どうぞ。はい、WGP デラックス2025シングルファイトの景品は今年はなんと SP 仕様&順位箔押し入り、さらに先ほどのアキナ君のイラストを使用したエレメンタリアさんの
Alright, so okay, so for WGP Season 1 also, the top 3 also will be walking away with the Akina Championship Deluxe 2025. I think this one is the Elementaria. I think that's what they mentioned. So it's a replacement card for Elementaria. Participation, you will be able to get your hands on the PR pack as well with 6 cards in there. Day 2 also entry, you will qualification. You'll be able to get the Championship Deluxe for PG for Dragon Empire. Best of 64 will get yourself another copy, as well as a 53 card sleeve for the Akina there. You also get a Hikari. You also get the Hikari energy generator there as well for the best of 32. And best of 8 gets to participate in Championship Deluxe, and then the top 2 will walk away with that commemorative card. So yeah, there's a sleeve of it, so you gotta make it to best 64 essentially.
めちゃくちゃいろいろもらえるよ。
でも左のやつ全部もらえる。そうそうそう。自分
が達成したところからもう左の。
あらららららら。
そうなんです。そうなんですよ。ベスト64とかまで行ってもうそこだけでもう版画も2枚。そうですね。絶対手に入る。うわー。めちゃくちゃいいですね。
Bit of a slow stream, so as you can see from the time. We haven't gotten to the anime part yet, so because they got a lot of event information that they want to put out. So yeah.
こちら WGP デラックスの8人トーナメントの景品は今回会場ごとに別々のデザインになっているんですが、本日は名古屋会場の景品のイラストをご紹介します。こちらです。ドン。なんと名古屋会場の8人トーナメント景品では新規書き下ろしの花月が登場いたします。
They really love Kagetsu, man. They put him in the lineup for the butler in the butler outfit. Then now they've actually made him look like they make him look like a very free carrying loose hippie there. So jump scare. So. It's just weird. So they must be really proud of their they must be really proud of this character here. So marketable. So yeah, this illustration is making their appearance also in the 8-man tournament in Nagoya. So participation as well as winner part of the illustration. So yeah, oversized work shirt with I assume it will be jeans below also. So yeah, maybe Mishiro will be joining the nosebleed. I don't know if they will.
このイラストからもう全部出てるやんっていうね。もうすごいぞ。そうでね、さっきちょっと出していい情報を
slap them
言っちゃいますけど、今後この会場ごとのやつ花シリーズが来るとの話なんで、まあみんな多分花束を持って、うわでお洋服も
そうや
こういう系統のなんかちょっと綺麗な感じなんじゃない？
Violence is the answer. After all, I do embody violence, Bruce. So yeah.
はい、ちょっとね皆さん期待して待っていてください。じゃあこちらのイラストを使用した景品どんなものになっているのかこちらです。どうぞ。はい、WGP デラックスシーズン1で。
Okay, so there it is also. So the event tournament, the illustration, the design also it will be the sleeve there as well as the playmat so for the 8-man tournaments. So you can participate. So there is basically like 2 tickets that you can get also to participate in the 8-man tournament.
いただけるイベントで両日ともに開催されています。参加するだけでも特典がゲットできますので、ぜひぜひご参加ください。ということで以上 WGP デラックスのお知らせでした。はい、続いては大番画祭2025の続報です。まずは大番画祭
All caps doesn't matter
についてお届けします。こちら。はい、大番画祭はトリオファイトで開催されますが、それ以外は
So 大番画祭trios fight the elimination round 30 minutes and then the top 9 I guess will day 1 and day 2 or 32 teams also will participate also in the day 2 finals round. So yeah, so 7 winners will be found on day 1 and then 2 winners will be found on day 2 and then we'll go straight into the championship rounds also. So yeah, same thing. The prizes that you earn, best of 8 in that trios fight at Daiwagasai will be able to book their tickets to the Championship Deluxe 2025. So yeah. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. So yes, Lawson Entertainment presents Card Game Festival. So yeah, Card Game Mastery 2025 happening on the 3rd and 4th in Tokyo big site, halls 1, 2, 4. So yeah, and it has all the card, and it has all the promotional card games that you can see there. So in the top right. So yeah, ticket information, it's 1,100 yen for 1-day entry. There's also a random playmat as well that's available for 4K, and I think the 3-day, or rather there's a goods event or so. There's a goods ticket or so for like 5,500 yen or so. So yeah, $11 to get in, $40 to get a commemorative rubber playmat, and then there's the full packages, so the goods packages for $55.
まあ今月中に買った方が絶対いいぞっていうことですね。そういうことでございます。
To suffocate them, so definitely stop the nose bleeding.
ぜひ月中に予約してください。はい、それでは特製ラバーマット会場交換券とカードゲーム祭り。
So yeah, tickets are open on the 28th of February, which is like next week. So those are the playmats that's available, part of the package that you can get. So you can get the Akina, Gabuelas, and Sybil plushies, the standard Vanguard one. White Swatch has one, which I am not sure which characters they are. White Swatch Blau, same thing, I don't know what characters they are, but yeah, those are the designs of the playmats that you can get. The goods also will allow you to actually be able to get a t-shirts in the L or XL with Card Game Festival there, so yeah, printed on it. So Tokyo big site. I thought it was like SITE, so but oh well. Yeah.
そして改めて来場特典のお知らせです。こちら。カードゲーム祭り当日会場の受け取り所で
Okay, so there is PR cards available too as well, with a deck holder. That's also available for early purchases as well, on the 28th. So yeah.
はい、そして2月中に入場券買った方は早期購入特典として PR カードがプラス1枚選んでもらえますので、ぜひ皆さん2月中に今月中に、こちら購入してください。よろしくお願いします。お願いします。
In Tokyo, sorry, I was looking for the wording on the side of the card holder.
一部紹介とのこと、これは見逃せませんね。ということで皆様次回もよろしくお願いいたします。以上カードゲーム祭り2025情報でした。
はい、ということで最後にブシナビから大会参加者の皆さんへのお知らせです。こちら。
So yeah, so participation for the events is on the Bushi Navy app. So be sure to head over there to confirm your participations in any of the events that's happening in all the events that they're doing. So yeah.
何度も見かけているファイターもいらっしゃると思います。より多くのファイターの皆様に楽しくイベントに参加していただくためにもイベントに行けなくなった
I'm glad I ate. But it is gonna take a little bit longer so before we get to our what is cooking segment.
今度は嬉しいお知らせが届いています。こちらです。ブシナビのプロフィールに設定できる称号機能に新たな称号が追加されます。嬉しい。ということで今映っている、多いですね。ね。そうですよ。まあこちらのねデラックス編からね、新キャラクターたちもね来ておりますけれども、いいね、幻のファイターヴァンガードマシン。
I'm not sure what these are, so I think these are like titles. I think they can customize onto your profile from there. So yeah.
どのタイミングで使うんだ。
なんか車とかのやつですよね。
猫がいます。どういうタイミングで使うんだこれ。
So yeah, they even have Kazumi and Kazuma there too as well. And Misaki with Tencho Diary. So yeah. いろんな称号ありますので、ぜひぜひ活用してみてください。Nekogaimasu. So yeah. The title in the Bushi Navy. So yeah.
皆さんデラックス編第6話見てくれましたか？
もう6話か。そうですよ。
Alright, so now we move on to the anime information finally. So yeah, all the event information out of the way. So yeah, okay, I never realized also that maybe because I didn't pay attention to the ending theme also, but I didn't expect like Erika to actually be wearing like a halter top or so. Sleeveless shirt, so yeah, it's an interesting choice, and you know it's a good outfit also that matches with her jacket too as well. You know, and she's holding on to the Gabuelas plushie also, since Gabuelas is a part of her right now. So yeah, she's looking for a purpose in there, but she's also like teasing now about her about the love interest with Akina essentially, which is again a plot point I never thought that they actually would explore, but it's just kind of funny that it is. So, but yeah, so I mean, Erika actually showcasing showcasing so like what is it that she want out of it. So, and speaking to Taizo as well, it's pretty nice. So it's actually a pretty nice focus episode for Erika here. So even though that she lost at the end of it. So but now is supremely, but the match itself is supremely interesting, and just how back and forth it is. So when it comes to the hand cuts and everything and whatnot. But for the most part, so it was Varga's, it was Nao's game to win. And there was not much so that Amota can really do against it. So towards the end of the onslaught from there. But beyond that, so it's really touch and go throughout the whole thing as well. So and seeing Erika's deck also really have the entire focus of Gabuelas, play with Gabuelas next to her side. So it's quite nice. So it's quite nice to see in action for the most part. And Rakshasa just basically the Malworm just having that stare back moment. So this shot right here. So this shot right over here. So yeah. It's just lovely, so it's just lovely for the most part. They did fast forward a lot of the round ones, so but I felt that they needed to do that. One, because they don't want to review so many things at the same time. Two, they don't want to take 100 episodes in order to do all that too as well. They definitely want to get to the climax of the tournament. So when we go into the second season, and then it's like the deluxe finals essentially. So it's like next season Divine's Deluxe Championship. I don't know from there. So but we get to see Michiru fight against Taizo. So we get to see what Michiru has upgraded his deck to. So that'll be fun to see. Right, and of course, so they also hold you off because they don't want to showcase Raika's new youth perk. They don't want to see the Megumi's new Magnolia. And I think there was another one also which I forgot, but. But yeah, so we didn't want to see Souls. We didn't want to see Souls so Blind Mire Nexus too as well. But I can imagine how Blind Mire Nexus can actually do a lot of wonders against Magnolia. Being able to have a lot of removals from there. So, but we have to see what Magnolia what's the new form also. What's the new form for Magnolia? I can't recall. So yeah, but yeah, we get to see that. So.
はい、テレビアニメカードファイトヴァンガードディバインズデラックス編に、迷子のメンバーが登場しております。皆さんご存知でしたでしょうか？
迷子 member, so okay. So basically they're just showing a Mygo member, so that's making an appearance. One of their members makes an appearance once in each episode, so yeah. Yeah, I never really noticed that because I'm not a Mygo fan, so but I can imagine all the Mygo fans that's actually watching this as will be like, oh, there they are in the background, so yeah.
それこそ今4話とか多分あれですよね、ともりちゃんがしゃがんでるんでしたっけ？なんか石見てんのかな？なんか
So yeah, I guess they're just showcasing so that Mygo members, there's at least one appearance of a Mygo member somewhere. So feel free to use the I spotted a Mygo. Saw a Mygo hashtag essentially. And just have some fun also as you watch it. So explains the post I see on Twitter. So I suppose so.
ちょっとね、ぜひぜひ皆さん今後もね、登場するかもとのことでございますので、ちょっと見つけた方は X でハッシュタグ迷子発見をつけてポストしてください。よろしくお願いします。そしてですね、本日渡瀬さんに来ていただいているということで、こちらも振り返っていきたいと思います。どうぞ。
それでは今大会の主役たちを紹介しよう。第1回デラックス決勝進出。第2回では見事優勝を果たした王者小芝ライカ。
はい、ということで、3話でございます。デラックス開幕では、アベムチカの歌うキルキスがテーマ曲にもなっておりました。
ありがとうございます。
コメントでもたくさん来てる。実はそうなんですよ。ついてる方いらっしゃいますか？ねえ、これよく聞いたら実はインストになっていて、インストって
You see me drinking the entire time. Seriously?
そうなんだ。
確かに。だからなんか結構珍しいかもしれない。
Hey.
あ、流れた時泣いたって言ってくれてる。
すごい。
ありがとう。
すぐは気づいたんや。
嬉しいですね。
So I'm not sure what they're doing here with
なんか結構しそうな
going through the announcement of the characters. So, but yeah, I did their commentary to it. So yeah,
こう重々しい感じのサウンドじゃないですか。
I guess the sound does work now. So yeah.
嬉しいですね。使っていただいてて。
疲れております。
No. I think it just like wasn't booted up.
や
So
ってます。
同時期ですよ。
but yeah,
先週7話でちょっとヴァンガードよりは
it did show up also, but the sound didn't play. So maybe it's just a bit of a hiccup there. So
放送ですごいとんでもない話になると思うので。
俺とんでもない話。
そう
no, there was no audio. We couldn't hear it actually.
はいはいはい。
We actually couldn't hear it before because I saw it but I didn't hear it. So yeah. Oh, there's a mute version of it, so which that's weird.
ぜひね、一緒のタイミングだからね。
そうですね。
There's a mute version of it. I mean, it's there, so
来てください。お願いします。ということで、今後のコラボも楽しみに。
that's the mute version.
ぜひアニメを見てチェックしてくださ
I
い。
didn't think that there were two versions of it.
そ
So.
れでは続いてのコーナーはこちらでございます。かげつなおのゆるわっち
Yeah, like I said, so it played earlier.
今日も来ました。かげつなおのゆる
You have the button to unmute it, so
お
oh
そ
okay.
らくその
I see, I see, I see.
デラックスに出場しているファイターの方々をこの2人が紹介してくれる
紹介してくださってるんだ。
はい番組なんですけれども、まあ見てもらった方が早いか説明しなくても
なんか説明より
まあざっくり言うとね紹介してくれる
紹介
んですけど
してるんだ。
ちょっとこちらで気になると思いますのでこちらの今日のゆるぼっちどうぞ。
Alright.
かげつなおのゆるぼっち
Okay, number 6 of Eurowatch already, so yeah.
なおちゃん、気になってることを聞いてもらっていい？
何？
明星エリカちゃんなんだけどさ、
うん。
なんかどことなくアキナくんに似てない？
おお、そうかいな。
言葉おかしくなってんぞ。
別にそんなことないんだぜよ。
まあそんなわけで、今日はエリカちゃんの紹介をしよう。っていうか、紹介してくれ。
清倉アンカーボルトの研究生、ヴァンガードすごく強い。以上。
なおちゃん、
Kyokura, Anchor Bolt's newest player, so yeah. Erica, please do not show your shoulders.
まあ13個あるな。
ちょっとありすぎ。
ミステリアスな男だって。
Nah, it's okay, I'll just hydrate.
却下。
そんな。
She's eating her cake!
というコーナーです。
なるほど。紹介シーンはトータル何秒でしたか？の
3秒
3秒ぐらいです。なんか単語を連ねた。
そうねすごく強い清倉アンカーボルトの人です。
以上。
以上。
逆に今まで何
Please don't.
話してたっけみたいな感じで。
多分なんか変に喋ったら変なのポロッと言っちゃいそうだから喋らないようにしたんだろうけど。
でも確かに今回は確かに言い過ぎるとちょっとね。
いや今回は確かにちょっと難しい。なんか今まではそのなんか仲良く楽しそうに喋ってて結局紹介してないやんだ。
紹介してないんだそれも。
そう今まではそうだったんです。
へ
今回はちょっと事情があって紹介できないパターンでしたね。
あ
珍しかっただから。
珍しいんだ。
Yes,
今
so
日は紹介しようとしてくれてる気概が見えた今日は。
やる気があった。
今日はやる気があった。今日はちゃんとやる気があったんです。
そうなんだ。9割漫才なんだ。
そう本当にそう。
コンビだったんだ。
本当にひどいよ。
Yeah, if you can, so please stay off the hydrate button
アキナとか相当何
because I'm starting to feel a little bit weighted so and I cannot speak and talk so.
乗ってるですよね。
乗ってます。
じゃあちょっと見てみますね。
ぜひちょっと本当にびっくり回によりますから。
Okay, hopefully we get to the card information very soon.
紹介する時もあるんだ。
そう。
じゃあもうその時のやる気次第なんですね。あの二人の。
はあ、まあこんな感じの内容でございました。エリカちゃんの紹介でしたね。はい、ということで、今月の9番の放送予定でございます。お楽しみに。そして
By right, that's supposed to be meant for everybody
アニメ放送がお休み
in
となり
there.
ますがこちらの番組が帰ってきます。どうぞ。はい、ということで、エンジョイバンガロー TV ひらめき編が
But please,
22日放送でございます。 めき編ということで、今回のゲストは千春さん、ヴァンガードに必要なもの、それは頭脳ということで、ヴァンガローキッズたちと頭脳、すなわち、ひらめきの最強の座をかけてジョイ版デラックス大会を開催しますということでございます。
すごい。
なんだろう、クイズとかなのかな
ですかね。気
ね、
にな
気にな
る。
りますね。
千春が
そうです。
どんな頭脳を見せてくれるのか。
スズメはね、絶対頭いいだろうから、
そうですよね。
千春さんがどうなのか
Okay, anyways.
わかんないから
Uh,
どうなんでしょう。
this is for the Enjoy Vanguard TV section. That they are it's basically a kid section with it, so it promotes a lot of the Vanguard stuff as well. So yeah. Akira's voice actor is a regular is the host of the show as well, and they have the regular guests, which is they have the regular guests, so they have a guest on also from time to time. So this time is I see Chihara, who voices Suzune in the anime as well, so coming on as a guest there. So Kyoto actually did some new illustrations for some of the deluxe characters. So the new Raika, the new Michiru, new Mekubi, as well as Erika there, all have all basically having the chibi forms also. And they're going to be using it as the Chiho Cup commemorative cards and sleeve. I think that's the sleeve, if I'm not wrong. So in the playmat too as well. So yeah, PS5 participation, you can get that. The 8-man tournament also you can get it as a participation, and the playmat you can get it in the 8-man tournament too as well. So this is actually to promote tourism. Michu is going to be promoting tourism for the city of Niigata, and you can see the Aomont Sake Brewery Incorporated, which is one of the main things that Niigata is known for. So yeah.
こちらですと、はい、地方カップ高崎会場の景品デザインは
So cute, so yeah. Join the bleed. And Shibut Nao. Shibut Nao, being a part of the I forgot the name also. Taka something also. I can't recall also. Yes, but they are the Takasaki. There you go. It's right there. Takasaki. So yeah, Chipo Cup Takasaki. The playmat and everything is just basically on the tourism also, which involves Mount Haruna-san. So yeah, and they're also known for the Shimonita green onions too as well. So yeah, I like also that they added some English in there, so just to make it a bit more easier for me to be able to to actually just go from there. So yeah. So yeah.
ぜひ会場に遊びに来てください。ということで地方カップのお知らせでした。
Yeah, illustrations by Quilty too as well. So yeah. And of course also the current Akihabara game shop basically the promotion right now, which is all of the would you call this Valentine's? I guess you could call, because it is their Valentine's celebration event. So yeah, there's basically all of them in your Victorian maid and butler outfits essentially. So yeah, and all of the items that you get for the Kuji, so it's part of the collaboration there. So yeah.
そうなの、大きさも使いやすい感じで。
デッキもたくさん入るよ。
確かにもうたんまり入りますよ。これで。
これ以上入んじゃない？
これでぜひ新潟来てください。
そうですよ。
やっとこっちにはあとマグカップですね。
Alright, and the mug cup too as well.
かわいい。
Which looks very nice. It looks very big too as well.
ちゃんとガラスだしさ。
はい。
なんていうの、この伝わるかな、なんかこう2層になってる感じっていうの。
なんか表面はこうクリアな感じで。
いいですよこれ。
フロストマグカップっていうんだっけな。
Yeah, it's a frosted mug, so yeah.
確か。
そう、おしゃれで。
おしゃれな感じでございます。
絵もめちゃくちゃ鮮明です。
ね。
ぜひぜひ。ぜひぜひ。
それで好きなもの飲んでくださいよ。そしてこちらがじゃあアクリルスタンドでございます。
So the acrylic stands that you can see there as well.
影スズメ。
Kept flat as well, so that for easier transport and for storage too as well. So yeah, I think it says what, desk acrylic stand, I think. So yeah.
もう一つこちら。ちょっと今回開けていいって言われたので、じゃあちょっと開けちゃおうかな。
I'll open it. So.
でこれね。
And this is basically the card case also.
でございまして、これアキナ君の。
So yeah, for Akina card case.
ヴァンガードとかの
Alright, so you can actually put in a Vega card in there,
と言われるものですね。基本
being flanked by Myodo Akina there. And I think the one is the bigger one, so you can actually put like a photo inside. So
で
yeah.
ございまして、こちら、そう2種入ってるんですけど、こっちがポストカードサイズ
Yeah, it's postcard size.
のも
So
のに
yeah.
なっております。
So you can put a very nice picture in there. So
自分の好きなやつを入れたりとか。
so yeah.
普通に使える。
ね、そうなんで
Lovely.
すよ。
入れたらキラキラしてるんですよね。フォント。
ああ、このね、
キラキラの。
キラキラの
それ。
そうついてる。
ね。
おしゃれでございます。
入れただけでおしゃれになっちゃう。
ね、ぜひぜひこっち面飾ってもよしでございますし、はい、好きなようにお付けください。はい、ということでこちらの
はい
カードポップアップストア2月24日まででございます。お買い逃しなく。続いてどこ版のお知らせ。こちら。
Dogovan Neo. So
10時からは
Dogovan Neo, we're getting Wilbur Dragon, and we're also getting his full right line too as well. Plus there's also a triple R support card for Dragon M. So a triple R card that's along with that too as well. So I think it's the grade 2 that we see over there. So set 8 is going to be where Wilbur Dragon will actually be releasing our Vortex Dragon 3000 essentially. I see no reason why I shouldn't pick up get my hands on this card also because I can.
ここ
So
からはカード情報でございます。
alright, finally get to to do card information. So it's been a bit of a slug hit to get to the end. So
よろしくお願いします。
はい、ということでまずは読み物サ
So
イ
yeah.
トの更新のお知らせからです。こちら。ヴァンガード公式読み物サイトユニットストーリー更新のお知らせです。本日の物語
Unit story for Varga Drag Race,
無双の運命者
the normal version also.
3です。あらすじお願いします。
我が剣は無双の証明。誰よりも強くあるために振るってきた。ただ一度の例外を除いて。そして今、みそぎの時、リエルの墓所で俺の長い旅が終わる。はい、ということで、バルがドラグレスが喋っております。
So yeah, it is in reference also to how Varga Drag Race was actually fighting against Leo. So not sure what the issues there. So but I guess he wants to test his blade against perhaps the misplaced goddess of time. So yeah. Oh, Fatal One of Time, I should say.
新たなドラゴンエンパイアの汎用カード4枚紹介していきたいと思います。本日能力紹介、渡さんお願いします。
はい、頑張ります。
はい、
Alright.
それではまずは新たなドラえの汎用カード見ていきましょう。1枚目こちら。
Okay, so
はい、
what the fuck?
華麗なる調べは悠々とでございます。もう教えてください。
The art, it caught me off guard. Like holy shit. So okay, Ken.
自分の山札
So Energy Blast 2 to play this card. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Search your deck for a. I think it's a Blaze Maiden. They don't know like Blaze Maidens, so I'm not too sure what it is. So for normal unit, reveal it, put it to your, call it to Brigade Circle, and then shuffle your deck.
カードみたいなの多分なかったと思うんですけども、今のスタンダードで専用名称のカードが2種類で、1つ目はカダと
Is it Miko? I can't tell. So we have to wait for it. So yeah, the art caught me off guard. So because it looks so. It looks so Chinese, and yeah, that's the point of it. So, but
グレード関係なく出せるという
I didn't think that they would actually go take the illustration of that. So okay,
今後増えれば
caught me off guard.
なっていくよということで
Really surprised me.
鮮魚とかもね
Really did also.
皆さん要注目でございます。はい。で、今回は鮮魚に関する汎用カードの紹介となっております。続いてじゃあ鮮魚カード。
So yeah, we are just going to.
はい。
So yeah.
ジャミでございます。
Okay, so Jami. So
リアガード
so it's actually a Senyo. Senyo. Okay. Anyways, so
選んで対局
when the Vanguard's attack hits during the battle that this unit boosted, Energy Blast 3, choose one of your opponent's regards and retire it. Okay, interesting common card. These are all Varga supports. So Maiden also. Yeah, maybe also. Senyo, it's basically Senyo. So yeah. So maybe Maiden also. Yeah, maybe it might be Maiden.
サーチしてコールすることができるということでございます。で、グレード1のユニットっていうのがね、ちょっと今後に
So yeah, so but this is basically a Lamia, a Dragon Man essentially.
ございます。それではじゃあ次のカードも見ていきましょう。こちらです。どうぞ。
Alright.
ライデン仙人領土でございます。
Raiden Sennin. Okay,
は
can.
い、ちょっとこちら能力を教えてください。
はい。
Alright. So, when this is placed on the Vanguard circle, color plus 1. Search your deck for, I think, the order that we saw earlier. Alright, search your deck for a copy of the order earlier. Reveal it, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Then, if you have a great tree, when a great tree or higher Vanguard attacks by this card on the Vanguard circle, if this unit is boosted by a Senyo, then for the battle this unit gets plus 5k. So interesting that this is a common set of cards that revolves around a specific order that looks for like a maiden or a or something like that. Maiden or monk. So yeah.
オーダーをサーチしてそこから
Maiden or monk also. So yeah. And then when it attacks a creature or higher Vanguard, so then you know it gets plus 5k, so it's a 50k booster essentially for the battle. That's why it's boosted by the thing.
このユニットのパワーがプラス5000されるというシンプルで、
I mean it's searching for maiden, so I'm not sure what it is. We're still waiting for the translations of it to come out also.
これだけじゃないんです、役割。ちょっと皆さん覚えておいてください。じゃあ、
So let's just see.
こちらです。どうぞ。
They haven't put it out yet, so yeah.
幻想戦女霊界でございます。
Senyo. Okay, Ken. So, during your turn, if you have played the order that we saw earlier, during this turn, this unit gets plus 5k. Then once per turn, at the end of the battle that this unit attacked, at the end of the battle that your Vanguard attacked, Great or higher Vanguard attacked, then if your units have not stood by card ability this turn, color plus 1, and send Ryodo, I guess the monk that we saw earlier, send a front row copy of that unit in the Vanguard circle, retire it essentially, then stand this unit. So this one is its own restander. When the Vanguard attacks, its own restander. Why does this feel like it's supposed to be support cards for Sephiroth Gira? It feels like it's like earlier I talked about also Gifford Gira deck is playing with the mates from Brandgate. I feel like this is the same thing for Sephiroth Gira, and it's just making use of the Senyo namesake essentially. What the? This is definitely caught me off guard. I'm interested. I'm considering. I'm interested. I like to see where this goes. Where's the translations? So yeah. Huh. Huh.
することもできますし、まあそこでリュージュでもねパワーが上がってるので、この子
はあ、
4回アタックをまず、担保できるよっていうところがありますし、3回アタックしかできなかったトライアンフドラゴンのデッキでなんと4回目の
Okay, yeah. You can say this into Trial Dragon 2 as well, I guess.
スタンドするタイプのデッキ、まあオーバーロードとかドラゴニックオーバーロードのデッキとかだと
Draconic Overlord can also make use of this too as well.
して霊界スタンドさせたら
Like just anything also that doesn't require the specifics of the namesake.
ということで、まあ今までリアガード
So yeah, it's supposed to be a very generic like squeeze in into anything also.
さらに追加攻撃
Sephiroth Gira could actually also make use of
で
this
きるよ
also.
うになりましたよというところが、まあ、ちょっと革新的な新しい汎用カードだなという、印象でございます。まあ、ちょっとね、今後ねドラゴンエンパイアこの子と相性いいカードが出てきたりとか、今後また戦力が増えてきたりとかっていうタイミングでまた単なる調べは悠々ととかがね、使えるんじゃないみたいなタイミング来ると思いますので、ちょっとね今後のカード追加にも期待が高まるカードになっております。ぜひぜひ皆さんちょっといろいろ試してみてください。はい、ということで、これまでが新しい戦力の汎用カードでございました。じゃあ続いてバルガの強化カード見ていきましょう。1枚目こちらですと。
So there's only one Varga card that we got, and oh sorry, there's a few also. So yeah. But anyways, so continuous in the back row Vanguard circle. During your turn, if your Vanguard has the, I think it's the Malworm ability, if I'm not wrong. Is it Malworm status? If I remember correctly, yeah. Is it Malworm status? Then if you do not have another unit with same name as another rig up the same name as this in the back row, then when this unit is retired, this unit cannot be retired by your card ability, and it gets plus 5k. Okay, so this just makes it so that it's not able to actually be retired by Rakshasa's ability, as long as you don't have another copy of it. As long as you don't have another copy of it on the field. So yeah. So it cannot be retired. It gets plus 5k, so it's a 30k booster. Here we go. Wondrous Melodies is the thing. The namesake is Nymph, NYMPH. So yeah, it's a card for the Nymph namesake. So here we go. So Elding Dragon, this is the one that we saw in the episode, used regularly. So if you have a Great Tree or higher Vanguard with Varga in their name, continues on Regard Circle and Guardian Circle, this unit gets plus 10k power plus 10k shield. It's a Great Tree. Okay, so this one is a 10k Great Tree, so that's actually pretty excellent. That top skill actually makes it pretty nice. So the second ability is that when this unit is retired from the Regard Circle by the ability of your Great Tree or higher Vanguard with Varga in their name, Soul plus 1, add this card back into your hand. So it has a Soul Blast cost to actually have it bounce back into your hand. Very interesting cost for it. Because I think there's not a lot of Soul Blast usage in Varga at the moment right now. It could be possibly dedicated to having this card come back to your hand. So it's a consistent card that you can not only use for defenses, if you need a 10k shield, but you can also use it also as a 10k power, as a 23k attacker. Just on its own too as well. So if in case you like the regards behind it. So I think that's all completely okay. So yeah. So yeah, this is actually an okay boost also. Not something that I would expect not something that I actually would expect to keep Varga above the table. It's enough to keep it under the table, but above the table I'm not too certain. So yeah, Nymph cards. Huh. Feel like I want to look into it also. Let's see.
まあ本当に手札に戻してあげて、ちょっとガード値1万切りたいからまあそのタイミングできるかとか、まあ再度次のターンのアタッカーがこの子ぐらいしか今もう一回出してあげるとか、状況に合わせて使う。
I mean, there's a few cards that actually has Nymph in their name.
この子はめちゃくちゃ優秀でございますね。ぜひぜひ、
So yeah.
皆さん試してみてはいかがでしょうか。ということで、それでは最後に商品情報です。こちら。
ブースターパック霊気転生は4月11日金曜日発売です。アニメデラックス編で活躍するカードも収録されていますので、今後の紹介もお楽しみに。
It helps also with power and shield, so yeah, it does. It really does also. It does help with power and shield quite a lot. So yeah.
それでは次回予告を見ていきましょう。こちらです。どうぞ。
Alright, so next week we're getting more information for Lawson Presents Card Game Festival 2025. We also will see the PR, what's in the PR pack for the deluxe PR pack 2025. And of course, so next week we are getting Leonon and the Leonon, is it the master? No. Amanaguro Geo. Oh, okay. So it's Omnia Gruzio as well as Leonon. They are getting boosts in set 8. Okay, that's interesting. I got Omnia Gruzio boost cards also. After Astoria, Omnia Gruzio actually getting boost cards also. That's kind of interesting. I haven't built Omnia Gruzio also, but I like to see where things go from there. So yeah. Okay, Ken, I like it. I like to see where it goes. So yeah. Yeah, Omino also. I probably want to build Omino Gruzio is definitely surprising here. So makes me want to also go look at Omino Gruzio too as well. I might go and build Omino Gruzio in Indian days also. I mean, I can't build it now, so like my cards, I found out that my cards are just there, so I can just take it out and start putting it together. So, but nah, it's been a while, so I'd rather have the station available, which includes a side table essentially. So yeah. All right. Haven't heard in ages also. I agree. Yes, and let's let Watase enjoy her cake as well. So yeah.
今のアニメだとこう
はいはいはい
バチバチに戦うぞっていう
Omina,
のは
Guzio, yeah.
応援隊として
はい。
そういっぱい
Yes, it binds the trigger, then your opponent cannot benefit from the trigger effects.
アフレコとかもなんかこう皆さんはファイトで緊迫感がある中、自分らはそれをこう心からこういけーっていう気持ちで
Trigger effect deactivate, yes, correct.
感じで、なんかアフレコも楽しいですし、なんかこう時々ユナが
Yes,
来
yes.
た時にユナちゃんいるって言ってくれるのもすごい嬉しいですし、
So yeah,
この間イベント
Brand Ringer,
神
so
戸エキスポ
no, Brand Ringer changes. It doesn't.
それでこう
Brand Ringer actually changes it, so it doesn't deny it. It's a little bit different. It's more blank text and less replacement. So yeah.
って気持ちになったんで、これからもユナちゃん見かけたら何卒よろしくお願いいたします。
ケントとね、なんか
そう
コンビで。
そうなんですよ。いやもう本当にケンと福島さんのなんか圧がすごくて、
そう
そう
ね。
負けてられないっていう。
I apologize for the big old yawn, so yeah.
そうなんですよ。もう
But yeah,
先日
yeah, Omino is coming out next week, so then when I'm on their days, so I should definitely look to try and build the Omino Gruzio deck. So I probably will get on later on, and I probably will just I'll probably just farm some CP so I can actually build the Omino Gruzio deck.
そうなんですよ。
So yeah.
楽しみですね、そこはね。
タッグで応
あの
援しますよ。
タッグで。すごいなんか
All right,
うるさいなこの二人って思った。
that's interesting.
でもなんかもう福島さんがもうテストから
そうね
特大ボリュームをくださるから、
すごいおもろいよ見れて。
負けてらんないっすよ。
いやそりゃそうよね。
うん。
思いは一緒ですからね。
そう
ニコトちゃんとかに対する。
見事ミーターに対する愛はね一緒だから。そうなの。
楽しみだな。
うんうんうん。
回を皆さんぜひ楽しみに。
ぜひとも
今後の展開も要注目でございます。
お願いいたします。そう、あと新潟と名古屋も行きますのでね、そちらもよろしくお願いいたします。
はい、ぜひ遊びに来てください。
All right.
それではじゃあ最後にいつもの挨拶いきたいと思います。お渡さんお願いします。
はい、ということで私が合言葉はと言ったら皆さんでライドザ・ヴァンガードと書いてください。
はい、お願いしま
はい、
す。
ちょっと待った方がいいですかねこれって。
ちょっとだけで大丈夫です。
あ、じゃあ
すぐもうね。あ、すご。ちょっと待った方がいいで自分のために聞いたんだ。
Yeah. So the cards the card reveals are all coming out in English. The English translation is coming out. So but yeah, this is boosted by Nymph. So I never thought that Nymph would actually end up being a like a namesake thing card that they actually would put in. But yeah, I mean this deck supports all of it also. But makes me wonder what significant Nymphs are there in Dragon Empire. We can probably take a little bit of a tangent to actually take a bit of time so, and we just take a look at all the cards with Nymph with their name also. See if there's anything significant that jumps out. Yes, if there's something significant that jumps out also, it's going to be one of those things also where we gotta be careful. Right, those are Pagado. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Happy birthday as well to Watase Yuzuki too as well. Happy birthday to her as well. So yeah, let's take a look at the Nymph parts also because I want to get that out of the way before my brain jams and I completely forget about it. So I definitely want to take a look at it. So yeah, we'll pause the live stream. Let's get the music back up and going. We'll use the deck build one as we search through. Bruh, okay. I was like, where's the thing? Not that build. I think I want the deck this one. Deck build one is what we use for the thing about. Okay, can. Alright, so Dragon Empire. Dragon Empire for this also. No generics. The generics was the Nymph. The generics was the Nymph, bro. Which is this. These are the generics. Mainly this thing is the one that caught me off guard. So Wondrous Melodies. Look at top 5 cards. Your deck choose after one number unit with Nymph with their card name. Call it the Vanguard circle and shuffle your deck. That's the Nymph. This is actually the Nymph there. So we're just gonna take a cursory look at all of it. So it's not Maiden, it's not Monk, it's the Monk part, so it's called Hermit. So but that doesn't apply. We are looking for Nymphs essentially. So maybe we can easily sort it by race. Because they are all Dragonmen basically. Let's see. Flame Dragon. So no Dragonmans here. Actually, why don't we just search for nymph right there? So yeah, here we go. Kada. If you play Blitz Order this turn, this unit gets intercept until the intercept for the back row. And gets plus 5k shield too as well. Kassin. This is for Narukami. Huh. Okay. Interesting for Narukami. When it's in space on Vanguard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with only currently card name, then search your deck for Vermilion also. So you can use the Wondrous Memories to search for Kassin, and then Kassin can come into play because it calls the Regard Circle, right? It calls the Regard Circle. Then but placed from hand, so it doesn't apply. So you wouldn't want you don't want this to come into play here. So you mainly only be using it with Jami and with Rekai over here too as well. Illusory Tunes. So everything all basically revolves around this. So it just makes me think that this whole thing also Narukami named Shirley. So no, but the problem is that it must be played from hand, which means that the order card, it calls it directly to Regard Circle. So it's not called from hand. It cannot activate. So this is rendered moot. But if you use it to fill the field, so then when it attacks, if you have a Vermilion in its card name and only Narukami for its clan, card +1, this unit gets plus 10k at the end of the battle. At the end of the battle, bind this unit too. So yeah, it's just come in, attack plus 10k, card +1, attack plus 10k, and then bind. So it's a little bit not here, not there. So for the most part. So yeah, there's only 2 nymphs or so, which is interesting that there's only 2 nymphs in standard. But I guess that's why they wanted to add more nymphs for you to be able to search up. So, and to me, like I look at this, so it feels like a Sephiroth Gira kind of thing. It really feels like a Sephiroth Gira situation for across the board for all this also. So yeah, okay, sorted out. We're cool. We're chill. We are okay for the most part. Okay, let's change the music. Alright, so as I change the music, like cards you play in Sephiroth Gira. Exactly what I'm talking about, dude. Exactly what I just said. So yeah. Anyways, I also want to point out something also because I found this earlier this week also, and it's actually my old complete card guide for Cardfight Vanguard. And inside this book also, there was like all the cards that it's basically a card catalog. So it showcases all the cards that's been released from the first TD all the way up to set 3 and everything in between. So which also includes PR cards. So I kind of miss this kind of things, and I don't know whether if the yearly booster actually would do something like this in nature where they do like card catalogs. But this was kind of nice also, and I kind of wish that they went back and did this also. But I understand this doesn't really sell well, but this is a collector's item essentially. This is a collector's item essentially. So I just want to put it out there. I just want to put it on the internet out there just for everybody to see. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the what is cooking segment. And this round, we are going to be looking at, not all the way up there, not all the way up there, we are looking at the thread over here. So this is this week's one, which is the prop is I Miss V Premium, make me your jankiest premium deck. So, and we've got quite a few to go through, so hopefully it won't take too long. I also will take this opportunity as well to let those of you know that for last week's prompt, I didn't do it in time to put it up last week, but the video is almost done editing. I spent today to edit it all. Didn't take me too long to do it, so but it's still a little bit on the unfinished side. I will be able to finish it once the stream ends, and then I'll have it scheduled for tomorrow. We'll put it on tomorrow, Wednesday. And for this video, so I do make sure to aim to have this video every Thursday out, so that all of your decks here that you guys have given to me will get featured, and so we can it's so to be featured on the week that they are revealed. So I would like to give apologies to everybody that participated last week for waiting on that video. I will put it up tomorrow. So yeah, and this one will go up on Thursday, as I intend it to be. So yeah, and I already have next week's prompt already up to as well. So we're gonna have a good time with this one also, but that is for next week, and I'll just mainly save that for next week. Alright, okay, so let's go. I miss V Premium, and the reason why I say I miss V Premium is because of the fact also that V Premium also has really been slept on for most, like, past couple of years as well. So I really miss you'll be given infinite power. So I mean, just don't make me review too many so, because I may have to start cutting them down. I may have to start cutting down also and start picking certain numbers also. So yeah, but feel free to go as ham as possible. Just know that I have the power to decide which decks get featured and which decks doesn't get featured. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, I was saying also, V Premium also has really been slept on. So I honestly, like, after we talked about it for a little bit as well, I think a few weeks ago on stream, I really kind of miss the V Clan collections. Honestly, I miss seeing 6 new cards coming in once or twice a year and just giving us some new stuff or so. And I think that it's still worthwhile to do so. It's still worthwhile to actually just kind of like I still feel like it's worthwhile for Bushroot to continue to support the format. I know their focus has primarily been on standard and everything and whatnot. So yeah, yeah, you can post it if you want to. So just be quick about it. So because I will go through until I see the last one. So right, but I also have a certain cutoff period. So I'm not going on for far too long with it. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I want to see the jankiest V Premium deck because most of my memories with V Premium has always been the jankiest things that I do, and I think you also remember seeing it also here on the channel too as well. So all the V Premium decks that we came in and played with whenever the new weekend collection come out, just had a ton of fun with just doing something stupid. So my favorite is still just Armor Break Dragon 7 critical. I'm just gonna hit your face. Do I touch? Do I not touch? You cannot PG. Do I touch or not touch? That's essentially how much fun we had also with V Premium. So, and I think that it's still a format also that's still very fun. I would still advocate it, and I still would wish that Bushroot would actually give some focus to it also. Give us a new VCAT collection, and you don't have to tap into what was already pre-established in Premium. You don't have to do that. Although there's still some cards back in Premium also that hasn't really seen the light of a retrain in V Premium, you know, up to this point still. But you can absolutely create brand new units. Or hell, take some standard units or so and turn them to V Premium decks or so. I absolutely 100% do that or so, and let's have a ton of fun with it or so. I can imagine Bruce being a Spike Brothers. I can imagine a Tamayura becoming a Nubatama style deck with the way that it does things too as well. So, and then I don't know about Duel Nations. Maybe they can still do Duel Nations in V if they decide to do so. But there is opportunity also that they can actually continue to do V Premium, and this is just a plea, you could say so, of me wanting to tell Bushroot, hey, focus on V Premium. V Premium is super fun. Let's have it. Let's see what we want to do. Let's see what you want to do with it. So you still have a plethora of original ideas that you can tap onto that's already been pre-established and just bring them in. Absolutely. So the format is still fresh in my mind, and it's still something that I enjoy quite a bit. So yeah, I asked for the jankiest decks because I like janky. So let's get started here. So let's begin with Anishi's. Well, it's a Bank Dream deck. So and Anishi, I don't know why you keep throwing me Bank Dream decks. I don't play Bank Dream. I know you enjoy Bank Dream. I don't play Bank Dream. I don't know what to expect other than I know how it works. So basically having all the members there and the song card having effects and whatnot. So, but never mind. Let's dive into it. So alright, so let's begin with what seems to be the ace of the deck. So which is Kasumi Toyama. So this is the main what you call it? This is the main what's that? So this is the main band. So the focus of the bank for Bank Dream. So back in the game. So and this is for Kasumi Toyama. When one of each unit with Tae Hazanozo, Ribi Ushigomi, Saya Yamabuki, Arisa Ichigaya in the card names, all of your front row rear guards get the trigger effects this unit gets from drive checks. So whenever you pump it, so everybody else also gets it too as well. If no orders have been played this turn, card +1 search deck for or drop zone for up to 1 popping party. Yeah, that's the name, popping party. Forgot about the band name there. So search your deck or drop zone for up to 1 popping party music card and play it. And if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. Okay, Ken. Alright, so this is a Roselia, Sayo Hikawa. If a Roselia music card has been played this turn, this unit gets +5k and the better this unit attack. If Vanguard is a Roselia, put this unit into the soul and draw a card. So I asked for janky, not out of the way. Like the deck, like I want the deck to work. What do I? Okay, I think I forgot to establish the meaning of janky. The meaning of janky, is basically like the deck sometimes work. All right, the combo is there, but it sometimes work because things doesn't set up. Also, I actually submitted one of my own, and we'll take a look at it a little bit later. But that is kind of like what I was looking for. So just something that just really like doesn't really work all too well. So or a unique card, so that's just not as hype as it's supposed to be, but I like it because of whatnot. So we can say that for Nishi, I guess the Benji Depth is one of those also. But let's continue on. During your turn, if a Roselia music has been played this turn, it usually gets plus 5k power. When played, soul charge 2, and if one or more Roselia cards were soul charged, draw a card. Okay. Then we have Limitless Colors Pareo from Razor Solid. Alright, if you have a Vanguard with Chu in its card name, this unit gets plus 5k. When placed, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Chu in its card name on one of them and put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. Michelle, DJ that brings smiles, Michelle. At the end of battle, a Hello Happy World on your Vanguard circle attacked. So +1, return that unit to your hand. If no orders have been played this turn, color +1, search your deck for or drop zone for up to 1 Hello Happy World music card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguards and play it. If you search your deck, shuffle your deck. Alright, when Tomoe Udagawa from Afterglow. Right, once per turn, when rest by the ability of another Afterglow, until the end of the battle, one of your units get plus 5k. One of your Vegas get plus 5k. Your opponent's Vegas grade you a higher card +1, your Vega gets +1 critical. When placed, Aya Maruyama from Pastel Palettes. When placed, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Aya Maruyama in its card name from among them. Put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. And if you put a card, discard a card from your hand. Alright, this is the grade 0. When rolled upon, draw a card. Then if your opponent's Vega is grade 1 greater, put a quick shield, take it into your hand. So this is start of a dream. Aya Maruyama. Alright. So then the draw PG. Best stage made with everybody. Right? 8 criticals, which is 8 copy of this because you can have up to 12 sparkling memories in your deck. It just makes your criticals just much more easier. Here trigger the greatest life. Now your song cards. Your song cards is basically Razor Sullen song card. At the beginning of your battle phase, your drop zone has 7 or more Razor Sullen music cards. Until the end of the turn, all of your front row units get plus 10k, plus 1 critical, and all your opponent's units power cannot be increased from trigger effects. And the other one is from Hello Happy World. So when placed, if your Vanguard is a Hello Happy World, which it never will be, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck. Put up to 1 card from among your hand and put the rest into your soul. Now, Anishi, I know you're here, and if you're watching this back on the YouTube as well, so what are you doing? What are you doing? When I meant jank, I meant that it still can work. I never said that the deck is non-functional. I never asked for a non-functional deck. So I'm afraid that you have failed this prompt. Tried. You should try harder, honestly, because of the fact also that you didn't really even, from there. Unfortunately, misunderstood the meaning. Should have clarified with me also, if that's the case. So I wasn't looking for a deck that doesn't work. I was looking for a deck that works 60% of the time. It works every time. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah. So unfortunately, I have to say so. This is a bit problem. So do check with me next time. So if you're unsure what I mean by it. So yeah. Man burned the kitchen. I think the dude just set the stage. I think the dude just burnt the whole entire thing. So yeah. But don't worry, this will be featured still because in a way so it still does fit the theme janky, although it isn't exactly what I'm looking for. It's still janky because you have a whole ton of things in there that just, I don't know how people are gonna get a headache out of this. Good luck. I hope you have ibuprofen, because you're gonna get a headache from that. So, alright, let's move on to the next deck, which is from Curse of Archer, and we're looking at a Tachikaze deck. So, ooh, okay, it's been a while. But then again, most of these are like going to be it's been a while. So yeah, let's proceed. Just getting flashback from the first prompt. So, okay, so Gaia Emperor. Oh god. No, nostalgia is gonna kick in, so like comment below if you know you know, if this is nostalgic for you too as well. So okay, let's proceed. So Gaia Emperor, during your turn. Oh no, Gaia. During your turn, all of your regards with equip gauge get plus 5k. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, they get plus 10k instead of plus 5k. When it attacks, Color plus 1 retire a regard, and this unit gets the original power of the unit retired for the cost until the end of that battle. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, it gets the original critical as well. So, for those that are uninitiative, so I will take the opportunity to help you to remember what equip gauge does. So equip gauge basically, what happens is that you take whenever you place the equip gauge, you take the top card of your deck and you put it face down, sideways, below the designated circle that it's going to be put at. So, alright, and its main use is to basically get retired. Essentially, like the unit itself get retired, and then if it's equipped gauge, then stuff happens. Other things also includes, like, say, oh, if this is an equipped gauge, so it gets put into the drop zone because the unit that it's equipped to is retired, then you can actually activate whatever abilities that it has, so can activate too as well. So we go to the main gauge thing. So this explains everything over here. I won't go through most of it. But if they couple with the gauge from a healer zone, sorry, no. Where's the part that I wanted to do also? When your unit moves to a non-circle or it is locked, all the gauge associated with it are put into drop zone, and stuff can happen from there. So keep in mind the opponent cannot check the gauge. So absolutely, your opponent cannot check the gauge. It's private information that only you can see. It also came up with the we also seen it recently with regress gauge and auto mod 2 as well, and undercover as well. And also plant too as well, because plant also there's the plant gauge as well. They work similarly in nature, so they are just private information for the most part. And yeah, stuff happens also when cards become the equip gauge and something happens to the unit, that it becomes the equip gauge too. So just a primer on how that is also. Anyways also, so that's how the equip gauges work also. So any unit that has an equip gauge on it gets plus 10k, and then after that you can retire. This unit will get the original power of the unit retired for the cost until the end of the battle. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, it also gets the original critical as well. So this one becomes a very hard hitting Ace Vanguard. So Anger Blader is a storied card, I would say, because of the fact that this card has seen the ban list back in the early days of V, if I remember correctly. So Anger Blade's ability, put a regard face down as an equipped gauge for another regard. Choose one of your opponent's regards and retire it. When it attacks, color plus 1, stand 3 of your regards or with 3 or more equipped gauges to each, and all of your front row units get plus 5k. This is an Axel deck. So Axel deck means that when your imaginary gift Axel is that you spawn a regard circle, and any units on the regard circle front row, they're considered front row, and any units on the regard circle get plus 10k as they are placed on it. So there's also Axel 2 as well. Axel 2 gives the Axel 2 gives the same circle, but instead of plus 10k, it's actually plus 5k, and you get to draw a card when you spawn the Axel circle. And Axel 2 is the more popular of the two Axels in terms of choice. But with this, so you get to stand 3 of your regards with 3 or more equipped gauges onto it. So you can actually just swap around. Set Gaia Emperor down as the main one first, so you can swap to Anger Blader afterwards. So yeah, and this unit also can set the equipped gauge too as well. If it's not Anger Blader that's first, it's Gaia Emperor that's first. And I think that the order here should be Anger Blader first before Gaia Emperor comes into play. So Gaia Emperor is more like the end game, while this one sets up the equipped gauge for everybody on the field to be able to gain plus 10k from Gaia Emperor's ability, as well as be a good target. So for Gaia Emperor to just eat afterwards. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on. So one of the popular cards for equipped gauge, or to set up equipped gauge, so is actually a Regiodon. When this unit attacks, you may put the top card of your deck face down as a equipped gauge onto one of your regards. When this unit is retired by your card ability, call up to 1 card from this unit's equipped gauge to regard circle. You put the top card of your deck face down as a equipped gauge for that unit. This ability may only be used by a card with the same card name once per turn. So it's a hard once per turn. You can only use one of it at a time, and basically it just allows you to actually call one of your equipped gauges out so they can actually have another attack going off, because those units will be retired during the attack phase. And then after that, what you call it? And then after that, so that unit can attack and it gets an equip gauge too as well, so which means that other units also that has a retiring effect all will go off from there. So Regiodon is one of those popular cards from there. So Mega Rex, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, retire another Regard and draw a card. This unit is placed on the Regard circle, card +1, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit, and it gets +5k to the end of the battle for each of these units' equip gauges. So I remember Mega Rex being used as a popular target card for you to actually put a ton of put a ton of equip gauges underneath. So because of the fact that it's +5k for every single one of them, and of course it makes it so that and this is also another card so that allows you to actually get a lot of multi attacks off too as well, through and through from there. Sweeper Acro Kanto. Alright, when this unit attacks the Vanguard, put the top card of your deck face down as a equip gauge for this unit. This unit gets +5k for each of this unit's equip gauge, and if it has 3 or more equip gauges, it cannot be chosen by opponent's card effects. Alright, resist ability. There's only one copy of this in your deck, Blight Tops. Wow, I recently played Blight Tops in Vintage earlier, so feels like a bit of a blast from the past. When this unit will be retired from Regard Circle, you may counter blast 1. If you do, return up to 2 gauges equipped to this unit to your hand. So just throw all your defenses. So every equip gauge that Anger Blader actually puts underneath this, so guess what? It's gonna come back to the hand. 2 of them are gonna come back to the hand, so as defensive cards. And who knows, if there are triggers, there's just defensive triggers in my hand. So really handy. Okay, then Lacerate Rex. When this unit is placed on Regard Circle from hand, put the top card of your deck face down as a equip gauge for this unit. When this unit is retired from Regard Circle, so +1, choose up to 1 gauge equipped to this unit to your hand. So similar in nature, and this unit can also self-put equip gauge onto itself. Principate is the Great Tree Searcher. Place on the Vanguard or Regard Circle of your hand, top 5 cards of your deck. Choose a Great Tree from among them, reveal it, put your hand of your deck. If you put a card, discard a card from your hand. So this just allows you to be able to search for either the Anger Blader or you can search for the Gaia Emperor. Whichever one that you need to be on the Vanguard Circle once you get up from there. So, or whichever you need to change to afterwards. If a new equip gauge was put onto your unit listed, this unit gets +5k, so it becomes a 30k booster. This is the Strider cards. Previously there were Stride cards in Premium. And this is basically the Reaching version in V, so where it does something similar, except for the fact that instead of the Ace, you get to add any Great Tree in your hand, so which is a lot more better than the previous iterations of it. Blue Sprint is another popular choice next to Regiodon. It basically does almost the same thing as Regiodon. Word for word is exactly the same, just a grade 1 version of it. And your first Vanguard is Minimum Kano, which has the first Vanguard ability. Archbird is your PG. Playing 8 crits and 4 heals. So yeah, as I look at it as a whole, so it really makes me wonder, like, where is the target? So the jank here kind of feels like, where does it go? Funny thing about this list was that it was made on the week when Anger just got off the list. So true, yes, this is definitely built on the day when this definitely looks like it's built on the day. Sorry about that. This definitely looks like it's built on the day where Anger Blader, where Anger Blader just got off the list. So, and I think your prop also is so that this is the jank deck that you should build also, which almost stopped your locals once. So yeah, I can see this actually topping locals, and I think the jank really comes down to which is your first Vanguard, because your strategies do change wildly between the two. So it should not work due to that being no go to exactly what I'm pointing out to as well. Like, it differs wildly based on who is your Great Tree. It really differs by who's your Great Tree also, and your strategies have to change, and it's not easy to pivot to as well. It's also not easy to pivot to as you go along. It's like, whatever your Great Tree is, whether it's Gaia Emperor, whether it's Anger Blader, you're kind of stuck there, and pivoting to others will end up being less and less viable as the number of turns goes on. So yeah, this is super jank also because of how difficult everything kind of is in terms of the whole entire build. So yeah, pretty jank. Pretty jank indeed. So Angry Gaia indeed. So Angry Gaia. I like the name of it. So yeah. Pretty cool. Nice to be able to talk about Tachikaze. So especially since I got a bit of a taste of it back in Vintage. So when I was playing the days too. Alright, now we move on to my own one. So I participated in this too as well. Because again, and I call it Daikai Zero, but I did like the other names of it, so Die Faker as well as Zenless Die Zero. So I really like the alternate names of this deck also. But anyways, this is my Daikaiser deck that I decided to put up. So, and for all intents and purposes, so the reason why this deck is jank is because Zero is actually not that great of a card. When this unit attacks from the Vanguard circle or is rolled upon, counter +1, soul +1, draw a card, choose one of our opponent's units, and increase or decrease its power to 0 until the end of the turn. Its power at that time becomes 0. When this unit attacked, discard one card from your hand and increase or decrease that attacking unit's critical to 0 until the end of the battle. Its critical becomes at the time becomes 0. So what this does is that its original power is 0. Its original power is 0, meaning that 13Ks, 15Ks will smack me left, right, center. And the only saving grace that I have also is to be able to get my hands on as many great trees in my hand as possible and turn them into essentially, not say PGs, but the attack can go through, but you know, there's no damage being done to me also. And I think the point that I was trying to get at with this also was essentially I go into Daikaiser, which ability is that it is I'll go for the top. If this is power is 30k or greater, this unit gets +1 critical. At the end of the Vanguard circle or front row Vanguard circle, at the end of battle that your drive check reveal a creature card. If your opponent's card has a total of 1 Sentinel to the Guardian circle for that battle, you can card +1, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards and deal 1 damage. At the end of that turn, if this is on the Vanguard circle, put this unit into the soul. When this unit is rolled upon, call this card to the front row Vanguard circle, get imaginary gift force, and put that marker on the Vanguard circle. So the point is to actually get a whole bunch of power underneath 0 so that it attacks hard, but it's not going to be able to take hard. So, and when I set your opponent, then when I set you to 0, whenever I attack, counter +1, soul +1, I set you to 0. That whole entire power so is going to hit hard. You're gonna feel what I feel. So, and it's going to be 0 for the rest of the turn, which means while Lazarus won't be there, but I can actually have +10k +1 drive onto this so and just have it hit as hard as possible. You would think that you want to stay on Daikaiser for the most part, so, but honestly, I want to set you to 0, and that's what makes it super jank from here. So yeah, Daisaurus basically has the +5k for each card in your damage zone on the Vanguard circle, but it's more useful for its Vanguard circle ability, which is that at the end of battle this unit attack, your Vanguard is 35k or greater, colors of 1, put this unit in the soul, Vanguard gets +10k, +1 drive. Is this janky? Yeah, it's janky. Because of the fact also that my great trees are never going to be in my hand to defend myself. It's janky. Or is this a bully deck? It's only bully when it works. It's only bully when it works, essentially. And to increase cards in my hand also, I have Endless Float as well, which is when it's rolled upon. It's a viable choice as in the Vanguard circle as well. When it's rolled upon, choose one of your Vanguards, it gets +10k at the end of the turn. Then discard a card from your hand and call this card to the Vanguard circle. When this unit attacks, if a great tree or a great tree unit was placed this turn, this unit gets +5k at the end of the battle. Then in the battle, I can retire this unit and draw a card. This just allows me to actually gain as much draw as I possibly can. But my ideal Vanguard rider would definitely be Kaiser, because Kaiser's ability allows me to be able to discard a card from my hand, get an imaginary force marker, put it on the Vanguard circle. Then during your turn, if there's a force marker on your Vanguard circle, this will get +10k. If there are 3 or more markers, it gets plus another 10k too. So it's a 30k attacker, but I mainly just wanted to actually put more force markers onto 0. So yeah, Eternity Chaser is just another way that can defend, which is rolled, but it has the same ability as Endless Float. When it's rolled upon, discard a card from your hand, choose up to 1 Great Tree normal unit from your hand and reveal it. If you reveal the card, search your deck for up to 1 Great Tree with a different card name that's from the reveal card. Reveal it, put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. This card essentially just allows me to be able to search for either the Daikaiser to set things up or the 0 to finish it off also. And just set up my hand basically. Back row Vanguard circle, when your opponent's Vanguard attacks, if that unit is 25k or less, so +1 retire this card, choose up to 1 of your units and does not get hit until the end of the turn. This is basically just my way of PGing. So yeah, the way I help bully you now also. Other ideal write-up is also die prop, which is that I can actually send a creature from my hand and send it to the bottom of the deck. Send it to the bottom of my deck, sorry, a normal unit. And send it to the bottom of the deck. I get to draw a card. If it's a creature that put there, I get to draw another card too as well. So that's basically in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's called a trade-in. So just set a grid 3 there and then to get to draw 2 cards from there. Then once per turn, so +1, choose one of your Vanguards, it gets +5k at the end of the battle for each force marker on your Vanguard circle. So the point is that I'm going to get 0 so damn high, set you to 0, and the only thing that you can do is PG. That's really the main point of it also. That's really the main point of it. Grand Rope, similar to what we talked about with Prism Bird, which is that I can look at top 5 cards and reveal a grade 3 among them, put it to a hand and shuffle your deck. And then if I put a card in my hand, I discard 1 in order to do so. It gets +5k if I have a grade 3 or greater unit on the field. So yeah. Twin Order used to be a PR card. Come in, boom boom, pakudan you. Twin Order is also one of those. It used to be PR card, but then it came out regularly, which is such a mainly because of the fact also that when this unit boosts, one of your Vanguards get +10k to the end of turn for each of your force markers that's on the field. So the Vanguard itself is just going to go sky high because there's already 2 from this. There's already 1 from this, 1 from the force marker, and the more this goes also, the more power that the Vanguard's gonna be. So that 0 is going to hit like a truck, essentially. And to add on to the grade 3-ness of it, so of course I'm playing with the Hill Guardians, which is a grade 3. Activates off, not only you get the heal ability but on off, but also get the defenses too as well, which is that when this unit is put onto a guided circle from hand, if you do not write a grade 3 or greater this fight, then you get to choose one of your Vanguards, it gets +10k at the end of the turn, or choose one of your opponent's units and it gets -2 critical until the end of that battle. Alright, and the other one is that it's placed on the Vanguard circle from hand. If there's no damage cards, put the top card of your deck into a damage zone, and this is put face up too, so by default it's put face up. So this allows me to actually gain 1 counterblast to do stuff as well. And at the time, V was basically doing a whole like I will damage deny you, so you can't get off your stuff, and then when it comes to my turn, I will get all my stuff off as well. So that is kind of the reason why this card exists also for people with that. And of course it's an critical deck. So right, so I think I've done all my explanations as to why this deck is jank. It really is dank. Daikai 0. 0 is just really just 0. Absolutely jank. I like it. I really like 0. I tried to make it as good as I can. It's never good. And that's the reason why it's super jank. So yeah. Alright. So let's move on. We got a few others to go through as well. So let's see what we go from there. La Master, you gave me a list from here. So if you can try to put it in deck lock, because it'll be easier for us to read it. So if you do that, but let's move on. So we move on to Kazu's one, and this is a Hamsuke deck. All right, so Rocket Pencil Hero Hampton. Well, on the Vanguard or Regard circle, once per turn, when your other unit is placed on an additional Regard circle, you can card +1, put this card from your hand, and put a card from your hand into the soul. That unit and this unit gets +10k to the end of the turn. And if you have 2 more additional circles, you get to draw 1. Jumbo Crayon Hamyan. Color Blast 2, and discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for any number of cards with Hamsuke in the different card lists according to your front row Regard circles, and shuffle your deck so you can look for the grade 1 and grade 2 or a grade 2 Hamsukes and call it the Regard circle, because they got pretty good effects also in the Hamsuke deck. At the end of the battle in attack, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, discard 2 cards from your hand, reveal the bottom card of your deck, and if that card is Pencil Hero Hamsuke, write it as stand, and that unit gets -1 drive until the end of the turn. So it's a combination of this. Then you go straight into Pencil Hero Hamsuke. When placed, if you have Pencil Knight Hamsuke and Pencil Square Hamsuke in your soul, which you ideally will want to do that, you get discard 2 cards from your hand. You get Imaginary Gift Axel. Search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Knight Hamsuke and Pencil Squire Hamsuke, and call it the Regard circle, and shuffle your deck. So you can just reinforce the 2 Hamsukes straight up from there. So alright, and then this unit is on the Vanguard circle, so it will attack and go off from there, and you get additional draw because it's XL2, as I mentioned. XL2 is the more preferred choice for XL decks because of the +1 draw that you get from it. So, Culture Guerrilla. Oh, this is super small. Culture Guerrilla. Vanguard Regard circle. At the end of the battle that your Vanguard attacked, so +5, stand all of your 25k or greater Regards. If you stood 2 or more, retire all of your opponent's Regards. This is basically just a giant nuke essentially. Stand all of your regards with 25k, which I think going off with everything, you can actually hit 25k quite easily with most units, and then you retire all of your opponent's regards, so you just wipe it out. So as long as your Vanguard attack, so which it will attack twice. Devastating. Hamsuke's rival, Nail Pencil, Hamgoro. So Hamgoro, when placed from hand, card +1, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Hamsuke in its card name from among them, and put it into your hand, and put the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. If your Vanguard, once per turn, if your Vanguard is with Hamsuke in its card name, if you have that, put 2 cards with Hamsuke in the card names from your drop zone onto the bottom of the deck in any order, and this one gets +3k until the end of the turn. Right, less for the bottom but more of the look at the top 3, and then you can actually add a Hamsuke from there and you can get things all set up. Here's the grade 2 Hamsuke. If your Vanguard is Pencil Hero Hamsuke, this one gets +3k, so it's a 12k attacker. During the battle that it attack, if Pencil Squire Hamsuke is in the soul, this one gets +5k, so it goes from 9k to 12k, and then it goes to 17k or so. And put it on an access circle where it's +5k, it's 22k that's attacking, which is a magic number from there. And then if it's on XL1 or so, which you wouldn't use, but if it's on XL1, that's a 27k that attacking or so, which is can get devastating. Alright. Fontapan Hamyuki, also Hamsuke's teacher. When placed, discard a card from your hand, search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Squire Hamsuke, call it regular circle, and shuffle your decks. Just straight up, just search for the grade 1 Hamsuke. Once per turn, if you have a Vanguard with Hamsuke in its card name, put 2 cards with Hamsuke in the card name from your drop zone to the bottom deck in any order, and counter charge 1. So the point of all this, send cards to the bottom of the deck. So it's so that you can actually proc off Jumbo Crayon Hamyan's ability to send Pencil Hamsuke to the bottom of the deck, and then it writes on the Vanguard circle. So yeah. Yes, of course, this use XL2. So yeah. Why this deck is jank, I didn't bring so many options to put card into souls, and also CB is a problem. CB is always a problem regardless of so. So yeah. Grade 1, Pencil Squire Hamsuke. What you call it? If your Vanguard is Pencil Hero Hamsuke, this week gets +4k, so it becomes a 12k attacker or booster. At the end of the turn, soul +1 and put this card into the soul. Search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Knight Hamsuke, reveal it with your hand and shuffle your deck. So this is its own way of actually just shoving itself into soul, so you can actually have this pop off or so. No problem at all. Mechanical Pencil Hammy. When your Vanguard with Hamsuke in its card name is placed on Regard Circle, card +1, I put this card, put a card with Hamsuke in its card name from your drop zone to the bottom of the deck. Another way to actually get Pencil Hero Hamsuke to the bottom of the deck. Draw a card, choose one of your Vanguards, and until the end of the turn, this unit gets +5k, and its drive increases or decreases to become 2. I remember you playing this, Kazu, and I remember that this was the key card here because of the fact that you needed Hamsuke to ignore the -1 and gain back its 2 drives essentially. So I remember back in the day. I'm just saying. I'm remember back in the day. I'm not talking about the deck. So it works after riding. So put Hamsuke is card name about the deck. Draw a card. Choose all your Vegas again +10k at the end of the turn. So it's placed also. So yeah, correct. It's after it rides up. So then it kicks in. You card +1. You card +1. Send to the bottom, and then send a Hamsuke to the bottom of the deck, and then start from there. You chain it also. Yeah, you chain it through. So yeah. Then the first Vanguard, Hyrax. Going with a 4 fronts, you have a ton of actually 8 fronts, so you have a ton of fronts from there. So 2 heal guardians, 2 normal heals, the sentinel critical, because that 30k is just universally handy, and of course your PG2 as well. So yeah, it helps with rush also as well. So yeah, Hamsuke deck has never been known to be very janky for the most part, as far as I remember. And knowing what I know, from you, so this deck can function pretty well actually. Can function pretty well. So Culture Guerrilla is definitely like one of those key things also. But you have a lot of things that's really going to hit for like 22, and it gets plus power, additional power from somewhere too as well. And so you'll be able to get the stand off pretty well. So as you said, the deck is jacked because you didn't bring so many options to put card into the soul, and CB is a problem. I can definitely see that. 20k shield is better than 50k shield, so I do agree on that. But yeah, I mean, all in all, also what I see here also, and what I'm informing everybody that's also watching this too as well, is that you're right. There's not a lot of the CB is a problem also. There's not a lot of ways to actually shove cards into soul. So you're going to run out of Counterblast super fast because there's so many Counterblast usage. And if you're trying to save for this also, you might not even get the opportunity to go into Culture Guerrilla because there's not a lot of ways to actually get cards into the soul, to get shoved into the soul. So yeah, but the main combo is still there, and I think the main combo is still pretty strong, which is basically Hamyan. You combo straight into Hamsuke by getting all the other cards in here to get Hamsuke, Pencil Hero Hamsuke to the bottom of the deck, and then you have a Hammy just come into play, set another one to the bottom of the deck just for ease of mind, and then you just from there. So these three are like the main things over here. So these three is like the main keys over here, and the rest of it is just I'm gonna hit you very hard. I'm gonna hit you with a lot, and if I'm lucky, or if you're that unlucky, all of your regards are gonna get destroyed, essentially. So yeah, mouse bite is worse than cat scratches. I like that name. All right, let's move on to the next one. The reader to talk why this deck is jankiest, Takeru. Let's see. I hate shots, but this is my first V premium deck. So it's an Angel Feather deck, and I see cards that I haven't seen in a long time. So mainly because of the fact that I actually lost my Angel Feather deck. My V Angel Feather deck is lost somewhere to time, unfortunately. So I'm a bit supremely sad about it. But let's go. Crimson Impact Metatron. We're reading from a grade 3, Color Blast 2. Call a card from your damage zone to Regard Circle, and this unit gets plus 50k until the end of the turn. Alright, then once per turn, put a card to your damage zone to the from your damage zone to the bottom of the deck and deal this unit 1 damage. So this used to be what in premium used to be called a rescue check, which allows you to be able to send cards to your damage zone and send it somewhere, and then you basically deal your damage to yourself also, which means that if you check a trigger, the trigger effect will still be able to apply, and mostly it's like critical triggers or draw triggers, so you can just kind of go off from there. If it's a draw trigger, which means that it's a PG, so you just add it back to your hand. You just add it to your hand for defenses in the next turn, so your opponent has to be aware of it. So yeah, and this one comes into play after, I guess, you ideally right on top of a Godiel. Alright, so a Godiel, when placed card plus 1, choose up to 2 from all ray guards and put them into the damage zone. If one or more cards were put, this unit gets plus 1 critical at the end of the battle. You and your opponent heal cards for a damage zone equal to the number of cards put to the damage zone with this effect. So basically just allows you to actually, because you can choose all ray guards, you can choose your opponent's side and get rid of something pesky that they're gonna have on their turn. You can also put your own cards there as well, and then you can just kind of like heal things off from there. And it says heals as well, so which means that if you cannot do it, so then it's kind of like you're sitting there. So but yeah, when this unit attacks, this unit gets plus 5k until the end of the battle for each face-up card in your opponent's damage zone. The point of it also is to send your opponent's side, mainly to send your opponent's side, but you can send your side if you want to, because there are some effects also that does allow that in V from memory also. But yeah, it sends over there, and then they got face-up cards in the damage zone, and then it gets plus 5k, so this thing's gonna hit hard. The Mobile Hospital, Feather Palace. When it attacks, you can Soul Blast 2 grade 3s, which ideally you would have also from riding a Godiel over and over again. And this is a Protect deck, which means that you can go with Protect 1 to get a guaranteed PG, or you can go with Protect 2 and make your regards hit a lot more harder. And also not be able to hit this hard because the Protect is active on your opponent's turn 2 as well. It gives plus 5k power, plus 5k shield for Protect 2. And it persists as well, so if they intercept, so that plus 5k that the Protect has still stays, and it's stackable. So yeah. But basically Soul Blast 2, face down all the cards in your damage zone, and until the end of the battle, this will get plus 2k, plus 1 critical, and your opponent cannot call Sentinels from his or her hand to Guardian Circle. So yeah, so this is just basically I'm going to shut you down. I'll shut myself down, but hey, I will shut you down. And this is plus 20k, this is plus 1 critical, and also active on the Regard Circle 2 as well. Good luck. Raguel. When this unit is placed from hand, if a new card was put in the damage zone this turn, you can card plus 1 and call a card from the drop zone to Regard Circle. This just allows you to be able to recall back cards so that has went to the drop zone, maybe from the damage zone 2 as well. Surgical Nurse. Once per turn, if a new card was put in the damage zone, so plus 1, you and your opponent counter charge 1. So this one allows you to be able to get a card back face up in case this didn't pay off and you're still alive somehow. Almighty? Yeah. Almighty. When placed from hand, Soul Blast 1. call a card from your damage zone to regard circle and put the top card of your deck into the damage zone face down. So this is a way that which you can get a card to go to the damage zone. Black Cord Nakia, it's similar to the Striders. Nakia was a Strider back then, and this has a Strider ability. Place from hand, top 5 cards, reveal a creature among them, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck. If you put a card from your hand, discard a card from your hand. And during your turn, if a new card was put into any player's damage zone this turn, you get plus 5k, so it's a 30k booster. Underlay Celestial has a deal. So it plays from hand, color plus 1, and swap a card from your hand with a card from your damage zone. Put it face up. Again, put a new card into there, so everything else can chain off. Multi-Medical Angel. If a card put into the damage zone this turn, put this card to the bottom of the deck, draw 2 cards, and discard a card from your hand. So yeah, I mean, it just allows you to be able to just get 2 draws and then discard 1, and then Varga can also call it out, so if it's a viable card to actually pull out from there. Arab Haki. When placed from hand, discard a card from your hand, put a card with your damage zone to your hand, and then put the top card of your deck into the damage zone face down. So essentially it's a card plus 1, but new card is placed into there, and of course the first Vanguard penny also. Playing with 8 crits. 8 crits, 4 draws is just the popular choice because of the fact that drop PGs were a thing in V, and I really kind of miss this as well. Like drop PGs, I kind of miss this as well. But I don't want to see this in standard. I don't want drop PGs to come out in standard, so because I think they were already doing their own thing quite well with crit ones being PGs as well. I prefer that to be the standard still, regardless of that. So yeah, okay. In terms of jank here, I mean it's janky mainly because of the fact also that you will get 2 grade 3s in the soul so fast. So Mobile Hospital is just kind of like sitting there and just waiting for the opportunity. So Metatron also comes into play afterwards. You're sitting on in Gordio for some time, and then Gordio can actually go up from there, but I know that your finish is in Metatron. But how dead are you by that point in time? That's the question again. What is fast? Yes, correct. What is fast? Yeah, what is fast? Agreed. This you really just sit down taking your time also to deal with your opponent. But you might not live. For the most part, you might not live also. Especially when you have Armor Break Dragon that just needs to touch you, and then it deals 7 damage straight away. So troll deck also. Yeah, it does feel a little bit trolly also. I do get that also. Alright, so I don't know what Jack means. I'm going to send my deck in V. This is Akihiko. So let's see whether if you do figure out what Jank is also. What are you doing? I love Dino, another Tachikaze deck. Alright. So this one is actually running with the Raptor Kernel. It's been a while since I've seen the Raptor Kernel also, right? Vintage doesn't have the Raptor Kernel because Raptor Kernel came out in Season 2. So, but I remember Raptor Kernel just being a little bit fun back in the day, so yeah. Akihiro, so that's what I said, right? So yeah, Tachi round 2, baby, so yeah. Alright, so Raptor Kernel. When this unit attacks, color plus 1, retire 1 or more of your regards. And this unit gets plus 5k until the end of the turn for each unit retired for the cost. You retire 5 or more units for this cost, and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater. At the end of the battle, stand this unit. During your turn, all of your units placed placed during this turn's battle phase get plus 5k. So yeah, this is because of the deck I buy from them. Yeah, I remember that. So then Terrazino. When this unit attacks, retire 1 other regard, draw a card. And if you retire a unit with a quick gauge for this cost, choose one of your opponent's regards and retire it. So just a chain destruction from there. This is so there's a right line to this essentially. Raptor Captain, when rode upon by Military Dragon Raptor Colonel, so plus 1 search deck for up to 2 grade 2 cards, 2 grade 2 or less cards with Military Dragon and card names, and call it the Regard Circle and shuffle your deck. When this unit with the quick gauge is retired from Regard Circle by a card's ability, so plus 1, and call this card to open Regard Circle. So the point of this also is to just be able to get the gauge underneath, and then when it gets retired by Raptor Colonel's ability to restand, it can just come back immediately. Straight away, just come back immediately. So with a Soul Blast 1. Dealerful Pyro. When placed on the Regard Circle when placed on Vanguard or Regard Circle from hand, card plus 1, draw a card, call a card from your hand to Regard Circle. You will put the top card of your deck face down as equipped gauge for that unit. When placed on Regard Circle from equipped gauge, this unit gets plus 10k until the end of the turn. So this allows you to actually be able to call out another card from your hand, and then that card can have a equip gauge also, and there's so many good targets for it. So Regiodon already went through it earlier. Megarex went through earlier too as well, but this is another card that you can actually call can call out as a target for default pyro, and then it just get plus. Then you just give it a gauge immediately as well, and then from there it gets plus 5k because there's one gauge, and you can get another gauge after that. So you can get another gauge after that. So if you just color plus one, so yeah. The Raptor Sergeant, which is the great one of the whole entire right chain. When it's placed on the Vanguard circle, look at the Vanguard circle, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to one grade 2 or greater with military grade 2 or greater card with military dragon in its card name from on them. Reveal it with your hand and shuffle your deck. You can set up your right chain from there by writing on this card. When this unit is placed, when this unit attacks or boosts on the Vanguard circle, choose one of your regards without equip gauge, and you put it the top card of your deck as a equip gauge face down as a equip gauge for that unit. So this is an important card that you can put there, because it allows you to just be able to start giving everything equip gauges also. And that way, because if you're done so, if you're done so, then you can actually have those equip gauges come out, and then just chain starts going off from there. Lacerate Rex, we went through it as well. This card puts an equip gauge on itself, and when it's retired, you can actually return one equip gauge from this unit to your hand. Blue Sprint, went through it already. Pocono Spine, when retired from Vanguard circle, activate all of the following effects below for the total number of equip gauges that you have. 1 or more, you soul charge 1. 2 or more, counter charge 1. 3 or more, move all these cards equip gauges to one of your other Vanguard circles. So another target to just keep sending equip gauges in, and then after you can get all the resource gathering ability. And you can also just send all the equip gauges to one other unit as well. It's a stacker. It's a stacker. Raptor Soldier is the first Vanguard from there. Doesn't do anything to right chain, but it goes up from there. This is going with a balanced. There's your problem. There's your jack right there. Do you even have enough units in the front row? Will you even be able to get enough units in the front row? I guess the Raptor Captains can. The Regiodon also can too as well, plus the Blue Spring too as well. But I feel like fronts will put you in a bit of a stuck phase. I don't know, it's just me. But there's also the shot that I see also, where you only got 6 grade 3s in here. It's weird. It's weird, so yeah. What can I make out of this? Honestly, I don't know what I can make out of this. So the flow is that you are getting units out there, and I've seen Kazu play this deck. Kazu play this deck actually. So yeah. And I remember it just being devastating, because all units placed in this deck gets in the benefits get plus 5k, which means that all the units that just get retired also will come back also. Hey, guess what? It's plus 5k now. And it's on the access circle, so it's also plus another 5k too as well. From there. So yeah, and basically you have, because this unit withstands, so it doesn't lose drive, so you just lose your regards essentially. So if I were more retired, then you just blah from there. So yeah, if you type 5 or more units for this cost, you have to choose all 5 or so, but you will have some access circles on the front row that actually has power, so I guess fronts are okay. So yeah, inserting Gibble. Wah. So yeah, I remember the Raptors actually being very can get very devastating also, and if left to run wild, yeah, you're gonna go crazy for sure. So yeah, but there's a bit of jank to this also, because I can't formulate how many units are gonna come back to the Vanguard circle to attack, and essentially to benefit from the front too as well. Yeah. That's all that I can really say about it. So yeah. Just wow. But I miss it. I enjoyed. I actually like Tachi in V. So Tachi in V is very technical, and I remember like Tyranno Legend being one of the last cards to come out for the set, and just really very technical. So for the whole live long day. So yeah. Yeah. Reason I'm bringing this is because this is not a normal deck I usually play, and the chance of getting every single grade of the right leg Hamskate is a 4 poo emoji. So yeah. Okay, can. Alright. Thank you, Lamaster, for actually turning this into the deck log, because I think it's just easier. Yeah, I think Raptor is one of the last ones. No, Tyranno Legend was one of the last ones. Tyranno Legend was last. It came before. It came after the Raptors, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Another one from Curse of Archer, and we've got the OG Tachi days also, which is basically playing with the with Tyrant Deathrex. So this looks like the vintage version, but this is actually the original print for Tyrant Deathrex. Let's see what you're doing in Tachi week with round 3. So yeah, there's a Tachi week. So alright, so Savage King, XL1 base. XL1 base. Okay, let's see what this does. This unit gets plus 5k during your turn for each gauge equipped to this unit. When it attacks, you may move all of your gauges. All of your gauges equipped to one of your units to this unit. So it just suck. Okay. Tyrant Deathrex. There's only one Tyrant Deathrex. When it attacks the Vanguard, Soul plus 1, retire one other rearguard. Choose one of your opponent's front row rearguards and retire it. This unit gets plus 10k to the end of the battle for each equipped gauge to the rearguard that retired this cost. Oh, okay, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. Gigarex. Oh god, Gigarex in V wasn't good as well, but I remember V Gigarex as actually being something. So yeah. When it attacks, put up to 1 card from the top card of your gauge face down as an equipped gauge for each of your rearguards. What the fuck? Wait, what? This gets plus 1k for until the end of the battle for each of your rearguards. So you just get to send all the equipped gauges to each of your rearguards. So as many as you have them, you just blah, and then oh hey, guess what? XL1, I got 6 rearguards. I'm going to put 6 equipped gauges. You choose how many. So okay, you choose how many. Fair enough. Gigarex older memories also. You choose how many. Okay, I get it. I see it. Yeah, but then it's like, hey, if I do this as a 6, I'm like plus 30k by the way. So it's like, this is 42k attacking you. That is wild. Okay, then discard 5 equipped gauges. 3 of your front row rearguards get plus 5k until the end of the turn. Then if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, you deal 1 damage to your opponent's Vanguard. So you just shoot 1 immediately after you discarded 5 equipped gauge. The big suck here is it takes 1. You can move all of the gauges equipped to one of your units to this unit. So it just takes 1, but you can have multiple go off, and then after they get eaten by Tyrant Deathrex afterwards. Yeah, bye. And I guess one of your target cards is always Mega Rex in there too as well. Running here with Blight Tops 2 as well, which you actually have a lot of things, and you can choose to counter plus 1 and return 2 gauges equipped to the hand if you really needed your defenses. Attempt Mammoth. During the battle that it attacked, when your opponent would call a Guardian from his or her hand, he or she must call 2 or more cards at the same time. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, discard a gauge equipped to this unit if you cannot retire this unit. So okay, so this one has Guard Restrict, but you need to remove a gauge, otherwise you have to retire it. So there's only 1 copy of it. Savage Raider. When placed from hand, you put the top card of your deck face down as a equipped gauge to one of your other rearguards. This allows you to be able to stack onto that one specific unit. When this unit attacks, you may move any number of gauges equipped to one of your rearguards to one of your rearguards. It just allows you to switch the gauges to somebody else or so. And you're giving it to Savage King. Savage King will feed Tyrant Deathrex, and the cycle completes. Essentially. Sonic Noah. When this unit boosts a rearguard, put the top card of your deck face down as a equipped gauge for the boosted unit. Alright. Just adding another equipped gauge to whatever is boosting in front of it. When it's attack that it is boosted hits a Vanguard, retire one of your other rearguards and draw a card. So you can just retire something that's just not needed anymore, and then you can just draw 1 afterwards. So as long as the boosted attack hits. Lacerate Rex, Sid talked about it already. Assisto Terra, which is a grade 1 9k shieldless card, so it's just a plain 9k beat stick essentially. And Dragon Egg is your first Vanguard. So yeah, this has the quick shield ability because it was retroactively added. It was retroactively errata, so to all the decks when the quick shield ability came out midway through the season. midway through the format, I should say. So yeah. And then PG, all fronts. I don't see this any other way. This is an all front deck. So the real goal is to keep moving the gates between the kings. I can see that. I can see that as well. Like, just straight up, just move. Just Savage King will get most of it. Tyrant Defrax will get will eat him, and then he'll gain a lot of equip gauge essentially. So yeah, for each gate equipped, the Regard Circle retire for the cost. So yeah, just pure unadulterated. Whoa! So yeah, it brings a smile to my face. It brings a smile to my face as well, because of the fact that you're going so much out of your way to move the gauges between the kings, as you say, and like just seeing this in action as well, that I put it in my head. The damage is not once per turn. Which damage? OG Tachi is nice as well, but it's hard work as well. Yeah, it's hard work for sure. Correct as well. Which one? Giga. Oh yeah, it's not once per turn, so you can keep discarding the 5 equip gauges, and you just keep shooting as long as your opponent's damage roll has 4 or less. So you can sit him at 5. You can sit him at 5 immediately. But you definitely need to have a lot of setup in play also. But I think it's there. And if you get it just right. Yeah, this is janky deed, so yeah. That's all that I can really say about that also. Speed ran the earlier deck I made in premium days also. Okay, can. Okay, La Master. Let's take a look at your one. Non-VR deck I enjoy. There's a 30% chance to fail and 70% chance to give threatening aura. We shall see. I am the king of threatening auras, as you could say. So yeah. What do we have here? It's lyrical. Okay, can. Drunk fishes. Alright. Girlish Idol, Lyric War. I remember this. This unlocked a core memory for me also, because I remember stories about this deck. Okay. When placed, choose up to 2 order cards from your drop zone, return them to your hand. When any player's unit intercepts, this unit gets plus 10k at the end of the battle. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, if your order was played this turn, color plus 1, your opponent's units must intercept as much as possible until the end of the battle. Rose Princess Falena. If any player's unit intercepted this turn, this unit gets plus 10k power plus 10k shield, including this unit. When placed, color plus 1, discard a card from your hand. Return up to 2 lyrical veils from your drop zone to your hand. Lyrical veil will be this one, which is that you can soul plus 2, discard a lyrical veil from your hand. Choose up to so you need another copy of this essentially, which is why the Girlish Idol just kind of comes up from there. Choose up to 2 grade 2 or less unit cards from your drop zone and call them to Regard Circles. Choose any number of players' regards, and until the end of the opponent's next turn, they get intercept and can intercept the back row. Bruh! Bruh! When this unit is placed on the Vanguard or Regard Circle, choose up to 1 of your other normal units, other units or on Regard Circle to hand. If you return a card, draw a card, and discard a card from your hand, this ability may only be used by a card with the same card name once per turn. During your turn, if you have another unit, it's take all this unit gets a 5k, so it's just a powerful beast state. It also has a bounce 2 as well, just so they can get certain effects off. Lissalot. It can be called as a grade 1 card. It's a grade 2 after being placed also. When placed, look at the top card of your deck and call it to Regard Circle or put it. So this ability will be used by a card name with the same card name once per turn. Sorry, once per turn essentially. Customize Service Backseat. When placed, discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 lyrical veils. Reveal them, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. So this one just allows you to be able to get the lyrical veils out so you can actually start shenanigans. From Colorful Pastoral Caro, when placed from hand, this has the melody ability, so it shares all of your melody. So it basically is like a state for melody. So they just go into a melody state, and stuff happens if you are in melody. Certain effects can happen if you are in melody. When placed from Regard Circle, so plus 2, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as your grade 3 Vanguard. So it's such a copy for it. Reveal it, put it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. This ability may only be used by it's a hard ones method essentially, so only one copy of it in there, unless this is more, but it's not. So yeah, so it's a 4-stack. I forgot to mention it's a 4-stack. So force 1 is there plus 10k. Oh no, I had 4-stack in there. 4-stack plus 10k onto whichever circle that it's on minus the guardian circle, and then force 2 is the original critical becomes plus 2, and this is just definitely going straight for pure power. Because you are forcing them to intercept with everybody, because they all must intercept if possible. Your opponent's units must intercept if possible. At the end of the battle, this unit attack or boosted, put a grade 3 or greater card from your drop zone to the bottom of the deck. Put this unit into the soul and draw a card, so just plus soul. So just essentially plus soul after the effect. And draw 1. Setna is the Strider, so same effect. But its other ability is that if you have another unit same color as unit, it gets plus 5k, so very easy 30k to put out. Special message Aurora. When placed, draw a card and discard a card from your hand. It hard once per turn, so okay. It's a free draw drop essentially. Matoa. Oh, I remember Matoa actually being a thing. When placed on Vanguard circle, Soul Blast 1, and both you and your opponents draw a card. If your Vanguard is greater, both you and your opponent choose a card from your hand and call it Vanguard circle. Your opponent card's auto ability do not activate from this call. So you're just forcing them. You're just essentially forcing them to call down a unit to gain the intercept ability, and so they must intercept afterwards. Shizuku is the first Vanguard, so nothing much I need to say about that. This is going with a 5 front, 5 crit. Sorry, no, not 5 crit, 7 crit, 4 heal deck. So 5, 7, 12, then yeah, so and of course the Lyrical Veil, so I don't know. Most of the cards actually most of the cards is on play stuff, so yeah, it's true, but like this has a lot of parts that work. There's a lot of things that actually work here. It's freaking hilarious, I would say so. In terms of jank, maybe I can see the jank a little bit because of the fact also that you have ways in which that you can force them to call down cards, so that it benefits from the Lyrical Veil, so that all units get intercept and can intercept from the back row until the end of your opponent's turn. Not necessarily defensive of your end if you wish to do so, but you're essentially forcing them to actually get the intercepts out. Because when it plays unit intercept, it gets plus 10k in return. Now, the janky part is that you get everybody to intercept, and your opponents must intercept as much as possible. You're just forcing them to lose their cards. But you only get one. Sorry. You only get one plus 5k. There is no other additional power other than from Force. Other than from Force 1, 2 as well. I don't know how you're gonna get a whole bunch of Force 1s onto the Vanguard circle, so, but it's lyric. Sorry, I was gonna say it's lyrical. It's Bermuda, so what do you expect? But yeah, I can see 30% chance to fail and 70% chance to give 30 aura. Yeah, that's the fun part you don't. I will agree on the 70% part to give 13 aura. I will agree on that part. So yeah. Okay, let me just give me a moment. Give me a second. The girl stacks 10k stack, so it stacks? Oh yeah, it does stack. Yeah, you're right, it actually does stack. So there's a ton of power that comes into play. Yeah, because it's not once per turn, and when any player's unit intercepts, so this unit gets plus 10k at the end of the battle. Yeah, you're right. It does stack, so you're right. So if you get the whole entire field to intercept, that's plus 50k. If you get an XL deck, it's plus 60 to 70k too as well. That is ridiculous. Yeah, 70% 20 aura. I give you that as well. I'll 100% give you that for sure. Excuse me? Okay, so yeah, let's move on to the last one. Alright. It's already 10. It's already this time already, so. Oh my god. Okay, so this deck is from Inishi. And he has delivered us the Artilleryman. Soul is never present, he says. Let's see. Pale Moon. Alright, so during your turn, this unit gets plus 3k for each card in your soul. It's the Carnival. Yeah, you're right. Once per turn, put 2 cards from your hand into the soul and you get to draw a card. When this unit attack hits, you may color plus 1 if you do not put all of your cards in your soul to the drop zone. So it just basically asks you to pay for color plus 1 as long as the attack hits. So yeah, I remember correctly, I think that one's the Ace Vanguard. End of stage, Guns to the Dragon, end of stage. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. If your soul has 0 cards, put 2 cards from your hand and all of your regards into soul and stand this unit. When placed by riding from a great tree, soul plus all of your cards from the soul until the end of the turn, this unit gets plus 5k. And your opponent cannot call sentinels from your hand for that battle that this unit attacked. So you basically ride on the Artilleryman, keep as much soul as you possibly can, blast it all out. Blast it all out. Hell, like you just blast out all the cards from there. So then you ride on top of this, and then you just remove only the 1 card as well, because only plus 5k cannot call sentinels, and it attacks twice. And you just keep your field empty. Yeah, you don't have to send that many into the soul. And then you can swap the 2 as well. You can also just swap the 2 as well, honestly. Okay, First Bright Escaper. When put to Regard Circle from your soul has 1 or more cards other than this card, and so plus all of your soul other than this card. Call it from your soul to Regard Circle, and this way it gets plus 50k in return. Just another way to empty the soul. No, I never played. I know about Artilleryman. I never played this. I never played it. So, Endive Beast Tamer. Color plus 1, rest this unit, choose a column and call up to 2 cards from your soul to that column's Regard Circle. Okay. Lunar. Leonor, sorry. Leonor. When placed, your soul has 1 or more cards and soul blasts all of your soul. This one gets plus 50k in return, just another way to empty out the soul, essentially. You have 3 or more exile markers in this case, plus 10k power, plus 5k shield. Sword Box Meister. I've heard of this card also. I've never been able to find it, but it's actually a 19k attacker. So, Masquerade Bunny. Not much to say here. It's the Strider card. If you call 1 more card, restore this turn, you usually get plus 5k. Tempting Hoopster. When placed, your soul has 1 or more cards and soul plus all of your soul. And one of your Vegas gets plus 10k to return, which gives it to end of stage, and the stage is going to go ham essentially on the Vanguard Circle. Starting Presenter. When placed from hand on the Vanguard Regard Circle, you get the Soul Charge 1. When rolled upon, you get to choose a card from your hand to put the Soul and Soul Charge 1. You may call the Soul Charge card to the Regard Circle. So it's something useful. We can go from there. First Vanguard from there. And yeah, Soul is never present because you're just gonna be swapping the 2. Every time that you suck into the Soul for the reset ability, you're just gonna ride into Artilleryman and then just get it to empty out 2 as well. And while end of stage is there, right, everything else that comes into play is just not gonna have any cards in the soul in order to pay off, also. Save for Artilleryman, save for Artilleryman also, because it needs to have at least Artilleryman in there. Then you call a card from your soul to Regard Circle. So this one is a 0, and then that unit gets plus 50k. You can call out the Artilleryman and just have it boom. You just have it boom. Wait, you play Harry. Yeah, I play Harry. So yeah. Then this one is what is more cards. So then if you're done with it, so Leonor just finishes off. So this thing gets 50k. Guess what? I gotta attack you with 24 and more if I'm on an Access Circle too as well. So it's just boom, boom from there. This one is that soul plus all of your soul. It has 1 more. So you can also have the Great One plus 10k too as well. So which could mean that the Edo stage could have a ton of power from there. You could have a ton of power as it goes up and attack as well. So Soul is never present. It's janky because you're switching between the 2. It's just switching between the 2 also, which makes me wonder, how healthy is your hand? Because you're playing with 8 crits, 4 draws, and I don't see a lot of capabilities to draw back a card. Which means that refueling your field is gonna be quite hectic also, especially when you pay for Artilleryman, so never healthy. So where? so nah, so yeah. So nah as in never there, so. Oh my goodness. Oh god. What a laugh. What a laugh, man. Yep. You don't have a lot of cards in your hand, so it's janky as hell, so not much I can say there, so. Oh man, there was a lot that you've given me, so, and I assume that next week's prompt is also gonna be a lot that you give me too as well, so everybody hold on to your butts or so for like another 30-minute video coming out next week, so. Oh man, but yeah, what can I say? Like, stuff like this also is really what makes me really made me enjoy V Premium, especially when they come up with cards like that. Especially with Artilleryman. I'll leave it the power next week, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, especially with Artilleryman, so I've always had my hands on the cards here that says that Soul Blast everything. You must have one or more cards in the sword, and then you Soul Blast everything, and then stuff happens. I never found use for those cards because I mainly only played from like Harry upwards. I never played anything before that, so I did get my hands on Artilleryman eventually. I think Artilleryman also received a ban at some point, if I recall. But through and through, it's kind of like okay, I can see how now I see where those cards come into play, and I just learned something new about a format, so that's no longer boosted anymore, which is a crying shame because of the fact that I still believe that Bushiroad. There's still a market for V Premium players. I know you're focused on standard. We've come to a point so where I think standard is in a good place. You are absolutely capable of going straight into VCAN collection. Make a VCAN collection, and just let us enjoy this format again because it's super fun. All right, it's super fun. You have a wealth of places that you can tap to as well. You can go straight into the overdrive. Overdrive. You can go straight into the overdress cards. You can go straight into all the stuff that's currently in standard right now and make V versions of those cards. Absolutely do so also, and I think that everybody there will have a hell of a time. And I think that you also will enjoy the process too as well because you don't have to have limits. V Premium has had no limits ever since it came out. So go crazy. That's all that I can ask also, and hopefully to fulfill it. So Plushie, please kill this format. We don't have enough jank, so yeah, no, that's the thing also. Just make more stuff also. Just make more jank. Jank is in us. The jank is in us the entire time. So yeah. Alright, I think that's all that I have the energy and brain for, so I will have to retire here. I'm gonna finish up on the video that I mentioned, which is last week's video, so I'll get it out tomorrow. And after that, I will download this, and then I also will get it into the pipeline too as well, so they can come out on Thursday. So that is going to be my plan for that. But for now, this is going to be the end of the stream for me. I'll try my best to be up on Thursday to actually play some DDs because I want to visit some deck ideas, which includes Omnia Gruzio as well as Grifogira with the mates in Brangate. I want to build those two decks as well and just have some fun with it. Maybe I'll go play rank on it also. Because it's popular to actually play rank. I never enjoyed it, but it's the only way that I can really just kind of put it out there and just have a bit of fun from there. So my list will hold you hostage next week, so choose carefully. So we'll see. So that's for next week. So but for now, this is it from me. Thank you everybody so much for joining me for the Vanguard Newsday Tuesday, and also for the What is Cooking segment too as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.